Can you guys talk real quick? Can you guys hear my chat? Can you guys hear? The kind of mid. Can you hear me? Jim Brian, can you hear me? Not you. Sorry, my chat. Wow, Vari, what did I do to you? It's my anniversary. It's my anniversary. What the fuck? I passed a bar and became. Oh my god, this is the worst. Do you guys hear? Can you guys hear everybody else on Discord? Vari, stop answering me.
Started talking about thighs, and
There you go.
this was funnier, so we went with this instead.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Neil. Thank you.
Oh yeah. No. So what happened was Vari's model was really small because she has like a full body one.
Oh yeah.
And so Zutama wanted to have like all of it, but then Vari kind of looked
so
very small.
tiny.
So yeah, but it had thighs in it, and they had feet in it. So we're like, well, I mean, the other one's kind of better because it had thighs in it, or like feet. I was like, wait, hold up, what if we just like flip Vari around, or like dangle her from the ceiling, and then we settled on the thighs.
This was the original one, as a heads up. I was just so small in comparison to everyone else, so we just made it all about the thighs.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but it had feet. It had feet, which was nice.
Yeah, that's true. Feet are pretty good. We do love feet.
Yeah, it gets us to where we need to go.
For free?
Yeah, for free.
Alrighty, so I'm Z, you weren't here when I let the other two know, but I'm currently drawing as our first indie band out on the circuit, looking out into space and thinking about music, but not actually playing it very well.
Oh, I relate to that in my soul. I also do not play music very well.
I remember the first band image that I took with my band when I was in high school, and we were all by a river, and we were all looking off in different directions at different points on the riverbed. One of us had a guitar.
I mean,
we looked like a fucking Nickelback cover album, and it was so fucking good.
That's
and
peak.
not an album cover, but a cover album.
That's peak music album. Just saying, you know.
Absolutely.
You knew what you're doing. I get it.
We knew what we were doing, but should we have done it? Probably not.
Yes, no, absolutely. You should have.
Yeah.
For sure.
Alright, I gotta turn the music down a little bit. I feel like it's a little loud. So, Z? You brought us in here. What do you want to talk about?
So today I wanted to gather a bunch of guitarist friends, and I wanted to essentially talk about our journey with guitar. Essentially, wait, let me look at my notes really quick. Where's the thingy? Give me 1 second. Oh, okay. So basically, like, what got you into learning it? Like, how long you've been playing? What's your learning process? Like, what artists, bands, musicians, and stuff influence your playing? Have you been in a band? Like, you know, like all that kind of stuff, essentially.
Okay, so just like open topic conversation about music and your history with music.
Yeah, essentially.
Also, there's I think Leo's having some issues. Leo, you good over there?
I think I'm okay. I think that's fine. I'm all good. Let's do what we gotta do. I'm here.
Yes. Would anyone like to start, or should I start off?
You're the
Kick
host.
us off.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So it is a relatively long story. But I've always I actually liked bass a lot more before. Which is a nice way to get us started. But
Fake guitarist, not a real guitarist, plays bass.
whenever
Yeah.
I'm like listening to music, I've always been the beeps and boops kind of guy. So I always focus on like a particular instrument on the song. And so I typically would listen to like merengue and bachata, which is like it comes from it's music that comes from the Dominican Republic, and it's pretty common here throughout Latin America. And so whenever I would listen to it, I would almost always love like the boom of the bass. And so I eventually, like around 2009 or 10, I I don't know, it sort of like went through phases. I like listened to like different stuff, and around that time was when I started getting into a lot of punk, like typically pop punk or just punk in general. And
So, what was your favorite first band you got into when you were listening to punk?
Rise Against.
Oh hell yeah! Fucking love Rise
Yes.
Against.
Yeah, let's go.
And I've heard of them through a video game, and it was Need for Speed Nitro on the Wii, and they had like my favorite one of my favorite songs from them, which was Cateau Syndrome. And whenever I remember just constantly restarting a race just to listen to that, just to hope for that song to start and like win and stuff.
Honestly, that's how
And
I started listening to Snoop Dogg because of Need
Hell
for
yes.
Speed.
Because of Need for.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because of Need for Speed Underground. That's how that's the first time I heard Snoop Dogg, and I was like, hell yeah, I fuck with this.
Video games have a lot of influence on me. Like a lot of stuff that I've listened, a lot of bands that I've like heard of come from video games. And so like I eventually started to listen to more of them. Like I looked up I don't remember what album it was. It was like their most recent one at the time. And it had Cateau Syndrome on it. It was like from that album. And I listened to like all their other stuff. And so I moved on to like I liked listening since I liked listening to like specific parts of the instruments. I would want to listen to it like louder. And so I began looking at guitar covers, and it sort of piqued my interest for a bit. And I just looked at guitar covers for Rise Against and Green Day every now and then. But before that, I wasn't like always interested in like instruments, but when I was like around 9 years old, I developed an interest. I had several interests when I was a kid. I was the ADHD kid that just like, oh, this seems cool, and then I pick it up for like one day, and then the next day I'm like, okay, I'm bored of you. Let's move on to like something else. And
I was gonna say that.
Buddy.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds like
That's
Real
ADHD.
musician right there, everybody.
Yeah. Real
So-
creative in
ADHD
general,
and
right?
likes music. That's a
Yep.
real musician right there.
I used to do
That
magic in
was
freaking high
guitar for
school
me.
because I was like, that looks neat.
Why do you think I play so many instruments? It's because I kept getting
Me
bored of every
too.
fucking instrument.
Oh
I
man.
was like, all right, I'm
Oh
gonna try
my
the next one now.
Yes. I literally made it a goal of mine when I first started on guitar to learn a new instrument every year. which eventually it eventually stopped because I just got bored of learning an instrument. Like I only stuck to some, and it was mainly guitar, ukulele, and bass. Those are like basically like my main instruments. I can still play a little bit of drums, and I play another percussion instruments called guira, but like it's not my main bread and butter. Like it's like the other three I mentioned are like what I mostly play. And so like fast forward like to 2014. No, like actually no, 2013. That was when I started to learn guira. It was like the first instrument that I learned. Not guitar, but it was like a percussion instrument. And so like that developed my that was when I started developing my passion for music. And like about a year after, like after I graduated high school, like in 2014, I began to develop an interest in learning to play guitar. And I remember like around December of 2014, I began telling everyone, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna learn guitar," and like this and that. And
What's a
By
guida?
that
One of the
point, you were
people-
too deep in.
when I was in the 2D band,
You were too deep in at that point. You just had to.
Oh,
Too
yeah,
too
learn
deep
all-
in. No,
Um,
2D
2D
band.
band.
Yeah, the 2D band. Let's go.
2D band.
It's just a band of VTubers.
I mean, that exists, I'm sure.
More than
Holy
likely.
Shit.
Mhm. What's a
Um,
guida though?
A guira, so it's basically it acts as sort of like the hi-hat for merengue or bachata. Because like you don't have like you typic like in the like the first couple of decades that that genre was like developing, you had different instruments compared to like what you see like in the US or like Europe and stuff. Like you had like the main instruments in the Dominican Republic, at least for merengue, were something called a tambora, guira, and an accordion. And so like that was when like merengue started out, and the guira was basically, like I said, it was like the hi-hat. And the tambora basically acted as like the kick and the snare kind of thing. So it's I started off with percussion, but I'm not exactly like too good of a percussionist. So like I then like started learning guitar around like 20 at the beginning of 2015. It was January 2015. So like I've been playing for about 10 years. And when I started playing, that was I don't think I've ever been as hyper focused on something as I was on guitar, which was like exceedingly rare, to the point that my own dad was like, "You're gonna drop this. You're not gonna learn. You're not gonna pick this up." Because I've just done this with like everything, like ever since I was a kid. Like I said, like I would get
Kill that.
I would get like a toy for Christmas. I remember I got a Hot Wheels set. And I was like, I really wanted this. Like, and my parents were like, I don't know, you're just gonna play this one and never again. I'm like, no, I promise. I never played that Hot Wheels track again.
No, I promise.
So
Immediately
You don't even like
stops.
fast cars. I thought you liked fast cars. Fake Need for Speed fan.
Oh no! Called out, dude.
I like Need for Well, okay, I don't really like Need for Speed. I liked like 2 games, and that was it. I don't know. I was sort of a car kind of guy, but not too much. The one that was like a really had a hyper fixation on cars was my cousin.
Absolutely.
And
Scorchy.
what do you say?
I was just answering Scorchy. Need for Speed, more like need a true fan.
I at
That's
least
so
have other
mean,
fandoms that I'm in. But with where was I? Oh, so I was like really hyper focused on it, and I there has not been an instrument that I've, or like even guitar, that I like was dedicated to as I was in like the first month. and like for a couple of weeks, I would spend pretty much every single day. I would take bare minimum 5 hours of practice, and it was typically yeah. Jesus Christ, I remember that hurting my fingers so bad.
When you have so much callus, it just hurts more to play.
Yeah,
Dude.
There is such a thing as too much callus.
That's me this week. Like, I cut my nails down, right? So, oh, hello. Sorry, I'm getting raided. Hi, I'm Leo.
Welcome, Raiders.
We're talking about guitars today. I usually do 3D modeling, and check out this little raid message thing. Bye. Yes, talk.
Finally, my time has come.
I love how that
What a
audio
knife
is
tip.
so controlled.
Oh, are you
I
hearing all
didn't
this?
expect it.
How it feel though?
Are you guys hearing all this?
Yes, at least it gives
Oh,
us
yeah.
something to hear.
I'm so sorry.
No, I like this even better.
We've got it all under the stars.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened, but for some reason, like my all my volume mixing and everything, my audio mixing just entirely crapped out, and it's all filtering into one thing. I usually have it only on one side. I didn't know you heard it. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. It again,
Very
like
fine.
Z said, it gave us something to listen to.
Okay, sorry again. But everybody out check out D-chan. She is super chill, very crafty.
Okay, what am I looking at?
Oh,
And you guys can hear this too.
now
I am
you've
so
got
sorry.
Nomi yelling at you.
Nomi, please don't yell at me.
And the wife
Nomi's
saying
yelling at Leo.
response.
Leo's in trouble.
Whatever, man.
Oh,
hi,
that's
Chunsa.
into Lulu. I'm kidding. I'm sure it was meant to be. It's meant to be. I wish you all
I didn't mean to do that
happy
one.
Your happy futures together.
Wait, what is that?
Don't get caught by security. I
The,
imagine
it's-
the next news.
It's like a shout out clip screen that shows what they did.
I was like,
I meant to only do the one where like it just shows it just like pulls them up so that you can
Okay,
click
I
on their thing.
understand.
Yeah.
I didn't have any context.
Yeah, sorry,
Ray's
sorry.
Like, wait, is Nomi in the room with you?
No, she's not in the room with me, no.
He raids into you and Nomi just materializes behind you.
Dude, imagine. She does have a very distinct voice though. I'm surprised you recognized it. Well, I'm not surprised at all, but
So Nomi's streamer ability is teleportation.
yeah.
Wait, is that the lore, Nomi? Nomi, is that the lore drop?
Let's go.
Oh, she's a
Nomi
teleporter
lore
too?
drop.
That's crazy. We've been trying to figure out what Nomi's lore is, and because she won't make it herself. she just
The power of teleportation.
yeah, right. She just comes on a stream and just cries every day.
Whoa, she comes.
No! Stop!
Excuse me?
Leo.
Mari!
jeez.
Oh my god. We're sharing
Leo,
streams.
that was-
Just
come out of
because
your
it's your
mouth, Leo.
affiliate
Guys.
anniversary, it
You
doesn't
don't-
give you the right to talk
You know,
like
you know,
that.
you know what? Fuck you guys.
Just past the bar, Leo.
Fuck you guys. It's my anniversary. I'm allowed. I'm allowed.
You got Nomi turning into George Takei in the chat.
Oh my.
Oh my.
My.
But I mean, so I know all three of you guys play like a bunch of different instruments. I only play the one.
The
Oh,
one
so
and only.
purist.
I play just the one.
I mean, that means you're better than us.
That's not true at all.
How does it feel to be a purist?
That's not. See, okay, so like speaking of ADHD, instead of playing a bunch of different instruments, I do a bunch of different crafts. You know, I do guitar. I used to do magic in high school, like a sleight of hand and like card tricks and stuff.
You're a
and-
wizard?
I'm a wizard, Harry.
Wait, Leo's a wizard.
I'm a wizard. Yeah. And what is it? I do animations. I used to do 2D art. Now I do 3D art. Now I do 3D animations, game development. So I do everything in that regard, but I play the one instrument. I do want to play piano though, but I just don't. I can't do a magic trick on stream.
Leo, you gotta pause. You got a chatter requesting a magic trick. And
Hmm?
I
Yeah,
agree
yeah.
with them. I need a magic trick.
You want to? You want to see a magic trick?
Yeah, please. I need
Alright.
to crave one.
All right. Well, I mean,
Oh,
It's brown just thighs. Yeah.
rhyme is just thighs.
Incredibly powerful.
Let's see. What can I do? What can I do here? I'm leaving. Bye. All right. Cool.
This is my disappearing.
This is my disappearing trick.
Where'd he go?
Should I leave a VC?
No, he's just a ball.
And I'm
He's just a
When I
white
leave-
ball.
I'm not
When
here
I leave
anymore.
VC sometimes and I don't know what to say, I like sometimes ask people, "Hey, you guys want to see a magic trick?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure." I can do a disappearing act and
End stream.
Fucking leave. It's
I love
so
it.
Powerful.
I love it. But yeah, no. Instead of doing a bunch of different instruments, I just do, you know, the one instrument and a bunch of different things as well. So I don't know. I feel like ADHD or just the jumping hobbies is a creative thing, right? It's a creative person's thing, right?
I don't know if it's a creative thing. I think it's an ADHD thing.
It's an
to be
ADHD.
honest.
Well, okay. In that case,
Specifically a creative thing.
in that case, a lot of ADHD people are very creative. I guess is what I want to say.
True. Very true.
Yeah, actually, I think it was like I feel like playing guitar kind of sabotaged some instruments for me, like especially piano and drums. It made it really hard to like try to learn them and stuff, because like especially with early guitar and stuff like that, so much of your like hands are synced together, like your left hand, your right hand. So like once you get onto a piano where your left hand has to do a separate thing and your right hand has to do a separate thing, or like with drums as well, it like starts to confuse my brain, which it can't handle.
Oh, it actually made it harder for you to learn?
Yeah.
Oh.
I hear you're supposed to.
It was actually kind of the opposite for me. With yes and no.
I'm gonna walk
Because
this
I
one
Must have been a skill issue.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, my
like,
bad.
I get like it made learning guitar made some instruments easier to learn, like especially like ukulele and bass, since they're they're both technically
string
guitars.
instruments for sure are. Like,
Yes.
It lends to learning easier a string instrument if you've already picked up a string instrument, like finger positions, using proper muscle strength, things like that. Absolutely. But I think what I agree with what Brian is saying, like with piano and drums, it's two very different skill sets. Like
Drums was a lot harder for me.
yeah, like a percussion, I would say, because piano's percussion as well. I think would just be like extremely, like way harder to pick up, or it is a lot harder to pick up for me at this point than it would be a strings instrument.
It takes, from what I've seen piano described as, it's so like it's like learning the music aspect is simple. So like learning to like play it is a bit hard. But once you get the hang of it, it's like relatively simple, and it sets basically the basis for learning other instruments. Like whenever, I don't know if anyone else does this, but whenever I try to think of something musically, like with music theory, it's easier for me to think of a piano and like how to go from like one note to another on a piano compared to guitar, because like it's like I just imagine the piano and like where the notes are laid out, whereas the guitar, it's you can have like the same exact note like on a different string, and it's like it feels like very kerfuffled, like very like I know more or less like where a lot of notes are, but it's harder for me to like process it in my mind. So like whenever I have to think of something like related to like music theory, I typically think of piano and only then like apply it to guitar, if that makes sense.
Mhm. No, it tracks. I don't disagree with you. I learned music theory when I learned trumpet. So when I look at like a staff or anything like that, I look at it like everything is in B flat major for me, because I learned on trumpet. So it's hard for me to read guitar sheet music or piano sheet music or anything else, because it's just sort of like I learned how to read sheet music, but I can't translate it as well to a different instrument. It's just odd.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things I think actually is very unique to guitar in visualizing music theory is the harmonics. So I was taught that when you play like a string, for example, right, you can see it vibrate. And if you cut it into like, you know, certain sections, like if you cut it off, then you can see like those are the harmonics. They're like basically somewhere in the string where like you cut off all the other frequencies and it's just this one pure frequency. But you can see when you pluck one string, you can see like other strings like that are within like resonant like frequencies like also vibrate. So for example, like if you were to play the E note, like you would see for some reason why the B string is also vibrating. You're like, those aren't the same note. Why are those like vibrating? So then you start like breaking down like the harmonics in the E string, and you start to realize that all the harmonics in a like on a single string add up to a chord that reinforces it. So like if you start breaking up, like there's a harmonic on the 12th fret, which is the 8th. There's a harmonic on the 5th fret, the 7th fret, and I think like the 9th fret or something. So you take all those harmonics and you can add them back into the chord, and like you now have a chord, basically.
I actually did
So
not know
that's the
that.
one. Yeah, it's one of the cooler things about guitar that like you can actually see the strings vibrate, and you can like hear it as well. Like when you play it, and then like you just like if you play the E string, for example, and you just like you just mute the E string, you can still hear the sound because the B string is still vibrating. The B string and the E string are still vibrating.
It's like they like resonate with each other to make the note regardless. It's actually really cool.
It's so funny to listen to you guys talk because it's like listening to a different language. Like I know nothing about music theory at all either. I tried and I was like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm gonna play whatever sounds good.
Don't get me wrong.
That's super valid though, right? Like that sort of point of view when you're playing music is absolutely valid. There's no right way to play guitar. There's no right way to play any instrument.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if all you want to do is just Juno's barking in the background. If all you want to do is fucking pick up guitar and make it sound good, that's perfectly fucking valid.
I always say I'm basically a Beatle because you know they didn't take music theory either.
You're like every punk
I'm basically
musician learning after their forefathers.
Basically, you know, I'm just talented.
just so cool.
Basically.
Basically, yeah. Zitama would know about that because I don't play bass.
Wait,
Yeah.
was that
What-
a
what's
dad
bass?
joke? Holy shit, fucking nailed it though.
Brian's the father. You
All
know
right,
that?
so we all not only is Brime super famous and popular now, Brime's also now a father. So should we talk about how Brime was nominated for a
Get outta
VTuber
here.
award?
That's
and is also now a
right.
father.
Yeah,
That's
he was. He was nominated. He was top 10. What do you mean? Let's fucking go. Talk about it, dumbass.
No.
What?
Yeah, I totally forgot about it. I didn't. Well, I mean, I've seen it around, and I don't know if I ever submitted anything. But like it was just I saw it in passing, and then I'm lurking in a friend's stream, and then I just hear them scream my name out like a maniac. I was like, wait, what'd I do? And I look at it. I was like, oh, top 10 V-Roid VTubers, and that's my name like at the bottom. I was like, what?
What?
Yeah.
A buh?
It does not compute. I was not expecting it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Still very fucking cool though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Bram's out here
Well,
making V-Board models for
Like
people
in the
with-
world. No,
Yeah,
it's
Brian's
like
running
it's
with
like a
the
small
NBA.
VTubers
Huh?
reward.
Brime's already forgotten about us. Brime doesn't care anymore. Brime's too famous already.
No, I'm only the small VTuber awards. I'm finding Vari, Zutama, and Leo in the big VTuber awards next year.
No. I'm not getting. I didn't even get like the small streamer award. You guys got in there, not me. Or rather, Brime did. I don't know about Mari, but I know Brime did.
I have no idea. Maybe I was in there. I highly doubt it.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I know I wasn't. But something like people, Brime is really good at making. Are you guys hearing all these noises?
What noises?
The
No.
crackly crackles?
Okay, good. It's good. That's just on my
If
side.
you're talking about the crackly crackles, they're coming from Julio.
No, that's not the crackling. Is it crackling? You guys hear crackling?
Yeah,
What
you got a little
crackling?
bit of crackles going on.
Well,
I think it's just like
It's
having
like static
really
mic.
really nice people, nice friends and stuff. Because it's like I don't think it's through any of my own volition, or through any of my own efforts.
Oh, shut up, Ryan. The reason why you have so many people around you that appreciate you is because you put in the effort and you try. You made the connections that put you in the position you're in. Don't be humble about it. You deserve the work you deserve the rewards from the work you put in.
Yeah, give yourself more credit.
Yeah, give yourself more credit.
I'm just the guy. I just want to play
Yeah,
music.
okay, but you're also a guy who plays music that also makes good friends and connections. So be both.
this man makes really good friends, and then he's just like, I'm just a guy, you know. He puts in all the effort to make friends, network, you know, go on collabs and everything. And he's like, I'm just a dude. I'm just a humble guy, you know. I'm just, you know, I'm not a hero. I just saved a whole building of orphans. I'm not a hero at all.
Right now, Prime is just the thigh.
He's just
I say
nice.
straight to Prime's thighs.
He's just a humble thigh.
Just a humble
Shit,
thigh.
Just a
Yeah.
humble thighs.
Or a thightarist, if you will.
A thightarist, yes. Speaking
Holy
of
shit, Brian
I'll take
does.
them.
Brian really does slap those thighs.
speaking of
I can at least
thightar,
make myself laugh. It's fine.
I mean,
I
you
got
may
you.
not-
I got you.
Brian, you may
That's-
you may not play bass, but you are
a
able.
thigh
You
slapper.
can't slap a bass, but you can absolutely slap those thighs.
Well, that's really funny and original jokes, Itama. I didn't hear anybody else say
thank
that
you.
at all.
Thank you very much.
What an amazing
I
joke.
will have. I'll have my fucking vengeance one of these days.
You know, if you talk directly into one of Prime's thighs, you'll be able to hear the message outside of the other thigh.
What?
Make up.
Is this rhyme lore that we were not aware of?
Brian is obsessed with thighs. I don't think that we weren't aware of that.
No. I mean this ability, this ability of talking directly into
Apparently.
Brime's thighs and hearing the message out of the other one.
Wait, Brian, you can talk directly into your thighs while you're down there. Are there other things you can do directly in your lap?
Ooh.
According to Cup.
Also, hi cup.
Hey, Cup.
Speaking of rhyme lore, I've heard the story several times before, I think, but like, Rhyme, I know your story has been was a very on and off, very much like a community based, just like you are now. Actually, you are consistent.
Let's go. Wait, are we talking about lore?
Yeah, well, not your VTuber lore, but you know your whole guitar journey, because I've heard it before, once or twice before. And
I
it's,
actually am not
No,
aware
yeah.
of it.
yeah.
Yeah. So it actually didn't start with the guitar. But so when I was a kid, like really small, probably maybe 2, 3, no, probably not that, like around 4 or so, or something around there. I saw my uncle play the mandolin. And at the time, I figured that it was just a guitar. I thought that anything was a stringed instrument was a guitar. And so I was like, yay, like I want to learn how to play and stuff. And so my parents, probably like fully broke at the time, somehow managed to like buy me a guitar with like all their money or whatever, or like buy me a mandolin. And then my uncle started trying to teach me chords and stuff, and I just was not having it. So I pretty much just like pretended to play and then like smashed it around like a rock star or whatever.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Dude, that was me in programming.
Somehow kept on to it. somehow kept onto it until like middle school, where my okay, thank you for the lurk, Numi. Where
Nice,
I had my science teacher play La Bamba, and at the time that was like the coolest thing ever. So I was like, hey, I have a guitar. Can you teach me how to play that? So I brought in my mandolin, and it's like, yeah, this is in really bad shape. Also, it's not a guitar. So again, my dad bought me a guitar, and I think I tried to learn a couple of chords and stuff like that, but didn't really get very far because it was like, this isn't La Bamba, and I just wasn't patient and stuff. And so I kind of left it again, and it wasn't until like I ran into a good group of friends in high school that were also learning guitar. So like we started like playing music together and stuff, and that was really the perfect opportunity, was just having people around you that like, you know, can support you, that you can kind of compete with a little bit, and also like just inspire you at the same time. So that's kind of like mirrored like in streaming and stuff as well, like being able to like have people around me that like, you know, can inspire and help and really force me to play guitar more.
And people you can compete with, because you know we're always
Yes,
going to be at
exactly.
your throat in case if you ever slow down at all. We're gonna drop you like fucking
Yeah.
potatoes.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, like I competed with I mean, Teji probably doesn't know this, but I wanted to compete with Teji for a while, just because like he's a really good guitarist and stuff. And I was like, hey, like, man, I want to really pick back up on guitar and stuff, and also singing. And
Man, I
art.
really want to
think
pick
was
on that
also trying
Teji
to-
guy.
the man is
Yeah.
is classically trained, you know. So like that's a great person to compete against.
Yeah, that's true. Why isn't Teji here? Teji's better than all of us put together.
Zitama doesn't know Teji, and Teji doesn't really stream anymore. He's kind of gone. He's gone
making
into.
incredibly good Vocaloid bullshit. Like the Vocaloid
No, that's-
that he posted
that's-
today is super good.
Oh, the Miku one.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
so good.
I gotta listen to it.
It's
He hasn't
really
produced a lot of music lately, but like, you know, once in a while, it's a banger, right?
good. Mhm. I didn't know Teji wasn't streaming much anymore. That makes me sad.
No, he. I talked to him recently. He said he just wasn't. I guess I shouldn't be the one to say this, but he just wasn't feeling it
Yeah,
anymore.
no, totally get it.
But like speaking of rivalries and everything, that's kind of what I feel like Brime has become kind of like a technical as well as a guitar rival to me that I'm just trying to keep up with. I haven't played guitar in such a long time, and then when I started streaming and Brime came in, I'm like, I want to play. I want to do that again. I know how to do that, and I started playing it again, and it's just been super satisfying. Like, I remember when I was younger, I love the Beatles, right? So
Mhm.
I saw Here Comes the Sun. Never ever thought in a million years I could ever do that. I learned it in 3 days, just this last week. So
Hell yes.
my fingers are fucking
Let's
destroyed
freaking
though.
go.
They're destroyed. They hurt so bad. I tried to pick up my jacket. I'm like, it hurts. It stings.
Yeah, getting those good calluses kind of does suck sometimes.
It's not even the callus. It's like I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it's like I feel like I'm pulling my fingernails off. It doesn't feel. It feels not good.
Don't overwork your fingers though.
Yeah, no.
Like, don't hurt yourself.
I'm always overworking my fingers. You know what I mean?
When I play
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Stares disrespectfully.
Absolutely disrespectfully. I
Like
do
your
cut my
nails,
nails.
Leo.
I do cut my nails. That's the thing. I cut it down, right? Both fingers. I cut them down. I used to keep the right one long so I can play, but I didn't. It didn't feel right, so I cut them both down, and now the one hand is normal. The other hand looks like my nails are longer, but I think my finger's becoming shorter.
You played so much guitar that you've broken your hand.
I'm just shaving my fingers down.
I never thought of it that I have a similar thing going on. I never applied playing guitar to that.
I mean, this has never happened before. It's just because I was practicing Here Comes the Sun, and it's like that's a really difficult song, right? So I'm just doing it hours and hours at a time. And
you know where you're gonna hear it live? This Saturday.
That's right.
On the charity stream that we're doing for Earth Day.
What a good segue,
Oh,
Barry.
What a good fucking segue,
What a good
though.
fucking segue. That was great. Master, honestly.
Yeah. So I had a couple firsts this year, just in the streaming of like playing guitar and stuff like that. In like, you know, the years that I've been playing guitar, I've never broken a pick or a nail while playing guitar. But just like within this past year, like just I don't know, I broke a pick and a fingernail. I was like, okay, am I doing
Honestly?
something wrong or am I doing something better?
Breaking a pick feels fucking good, though.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even realize it happened. I was just strumming and I was like, wait, where does my pick? Why is it not hitting the string anymore?
Oh no.
I habitually chew all of my picks, so they don't usually last long enough for me to break them. The first time I broke a pick, I was like, huh, so that's what they're supposed to do. Not disintegrate into nothing in my mouth, I guess.
What weight pick do you guys
Well, you're
use?
supposed to. I think I think it was just like a medium or like a hard. I put it at like a 1 millimeter or something. It was like one of those. It looks like kind of like marble-ish, but it's plastic. But like there's like a bunch of like, you know, shiny parts to it.
I feel like I know
Um,
exactly what the
and
pick you're
stuff.
talking about.
I mean,
Yeah,
Is it
yeah.
by Dunlop?
It might be. It's like
Was
a
it a
pure
Dunlop
color.
pick?
Never mind.
Yeah, it's like a pure color, and like it's just like it's just shiny in like parts, like a marble floor or something, or like a jewel or a gem. But
I've been using-
I think eating. Go ahead.
I've been using the exact same pick since I was in high school. I have used Cat's
Yeah,
Tongue
I think-
Pick .73 millimeter reds since I was in high school.
Let's go. I think eating your picks actually helps with your fingernail growth and stuff. So it like makes it better for fingerstyle playing.
Yeah, and also grinds down the front of your teeth so that they're like perfectly flat from.
So now you play guitar with your teeth as well. That's wild.
That actually
That's-
You do like
something
the Molly Crew thing.
how do I
That's
how do
pretty
I
metal.
learn that?
Yeah,
I've
I
actually
mean,
seen some people play with their teeth, like as like a trick.
I've gone true hard ass.
Yo, teach me, sensei.
What's
Teach me how to be a hard ass.
What's also
I want my
funny
ass to be hard too.
is- What's also funny is guitar picks in Spanish are the word is uñas, which literally translate to like nails. So you're basically chewing on nails in a sense.
Well, I used to chew on my nails. So it all
Look,
comes
it's-
full fucking circle, I guess.
Look, it's not our fault. They look like chips. All right, they're just like they're chip sized. They're chip shaped. You know,
Absolutely,
We might
and you can
accidentally
never
eat
have
one
just one.
every now and then.
You
Yeah,
guys,
nice and crunchy. Like get the small ones and stuff. Throw a bunch in your mouth.
I was
Put
gonna
some seasoning
say,
on it.
guys,
All
it doesn't.
dressed picks.
I was gonna say it doesn't look like food, guys, and I pulled my pickup. I'm like, this looks like hard candy. I take it back.
Immediately starts eating
Estelle.
it.
yeah. Delicious.
I saw a
Tasty.
video the other day, and it was someone put literal guitar pickups in a cake batter and just started like making them into like some kind of candy, like as a meme video, and I forgot to send it to y'all.
You sent
That
it.
seems
You
like an
sent the
extremely
fucking.
bad use for pickups. Were
You
they
s-
humbuckers or were they single coil?
They were, yeah, I think they were single coil. They're like the same
Oh,
ones
that's
that you
fine
see
then. At
on
least they weren't humbuckers.
Stratocasters.
You sent it to
So
me,
what-
Ztama.
If they were single coil, it's fine.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, it was deep fried.
Yeah, deep fried.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? Why?
Yeah. Sometimes you just take guitar strings and eat them like Twizzlers, you know, like the ones that you peel out and it's just like a long string. Turn them into a noodle, a pasta dish of just metal.
Enjoy your lurk pastel.
I mean, they do snap off occasionally, so maybe the point of the guitar string snapping off and hitting your face is actually so you're able to eat it. You know,
This is the most fucking guitar talk I've ever had.
Guys,
Just talking about eating fucking guitar picks.
I feel
Why does this feel so fucking
that's
real?
I feel like it's guitar talk, but also it's not like, oh yeah, this is our journey. It is like, do you guys like to eat picks? Like, what's happening?
To
Yeah, that
be
sounds
fair,
about right,
Vari
actually.
started us on this with chewing on picks.
So funny.
Yeah, you know what? It is all my fault, actually, now that I'm thinking about
Own it, yes.
I deserve this, actually.
Yeah, no, totally.
I deserve to be put in this hell.
I mean, hey, at least I never thought of guitar picks that way, so you gave me an idea next time.
Well, I mean, I don't suggest starting. I have to buy picks. Thank you for the Pat Panda. I have to buy so many fucking picks. I go through like 20 picks a month.
Oh wow.
So don't do it.
You said
I bought like
Alright.
50 guitar picks like I want to say 7 years ago, and I've still not run out.
Although I do have to say, guitar picks are very good when you're trying to quit smoking.
oh.
So if anyone in
Hello?
chat is trying to quit smoking, just pick up some guitar picks, and whenever you're feeling like a cigarette, throw a guitar pick in your mouth.
It
Yo,
is.
let's go.
It's
New pick campaign.
I hear it's
Yeah,
like
actually, to be honest, they should advertise that for guitar companies.
I hear
Yeah,
the
screw
Incredibly
nicotine
powerful.
patches. Go straight to guitar picks.
I hear the
Were you gonna say something earlier, Brian?
Oh yeah. So on the I guess topic of like picks and stuff like that, and like all the different like forms of like playing with your right hand. Like, do you guys have preferences? Like as far as like finger picks or like the finger picks, finger style, the picks, slides, just stuff like that. Like or like gauges of picks. Like, what are your favorite picks to use? And like for which instances and stuff.
So depends on what I'm playing. If I'm doing finger pick style, then it'll just be my raw finger pads, because as I said, I always bit my nails when I was a kid, so I never had nails. So when I learned how to finger pick, I would just use like the pads of my fingers. So my finger picking's not great. When I use a pick, I always use my cat's tongue reds. I've used them since I was a teenager, and they've never failed me because I chew them so quickly that they never have the opportunity to fail me. Other than that, I have all like the fun paraphernalia, like slides and capos and all of that good shit. I never use a capo. I'll use a lot, like whenever I'm doing covers. But other than that, I wouldn't say that I use much other paraphernalia. It's mostly just my tuner, my capo, and my cat's tongue picks.
They have like the like epitaph or something like that you can like put on stuff, makes it bitter, so like kids don't eat it. you try just like sprinkle some of that on
pepper
your
spray on it.
picks.
yeah, that's what
Yeah,
they put
yeah.
Like
on,
a dog being dissuaded from eating the furniture.
It's like the things that they put on like the cartridges of like
Nintendo Switches.
yeah, Nintendo
Switches.
Nintendo Switches.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
The ones that Pastel likes to lick.
Wait, what?
Wait,
Sorry,
what?
Wait, what?
Segue.
Wait, what? Repeat that.
Pastel?
Pastel likes to what?
Abba?
No.
Abba?
It's okay.
Pastel?
It's
Getting called
sorry,
out?
You like to eat
No,
Nintendo cartridges?
Pastel, get back here from your lurk. Brian's calling you out.
no.
She's
Brian
making
wants
dinner,
to fight
guys.
behind the bleachers right now.
She's making dinner. She's making some
Yeah.
Switch cartridges.
He's frying up some Switch cartridges. Incredible.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty funny. I've never tried it before. I should go try. I have some in the house right now.
I
You
did
have
it.
some Switch cartridges in the house?
Yeah, I'm a gamer.
Don't use
Gamer,
Switch
dude.
cartridges.
Why not? We'll try it.
I mean, if I'm not gonna yuck your yum if you really want to. We already know that you have an insult fetish.
I don't. Oh my god, please. Vari, you're like the only person I actually told that to. So now you're bringing it out to the public.
You
that's
told me to.
interesting to
You told it to me on my stream. Everyone that was there knows about it.
I thought we had a, you know, like a confidentiality, like, you know,
You thought you could trust me? Fuck that.
Fuck that. No trust here. I don't have an
No.
insult fetish. No, I don't. Don't don't bring this up. No.
For a second, I thought you said incel, like INCEL. I was like, huh?
Oh, yeah.
It's insult. Okay.
No,
You gotta really
Leo
emphasize.
likes getting made fun of.
gotta really-
for sure.
You gotta really emphasize that the end of that T right there, so you can get the full thing.
I love it when guys don't get laid. It's great. I love it.
So you also have. Wait, you
No,
also
okay,
have
look, I'm not
cock
saying things
fetish?
anymore. No, Bari, please.
Insulting and cucking?
No, I don't. I'm just
Jesus,
joking.
Leo.
I'm just joking.
And
Please.
now you want to eat
Sure
Nintendo
you are.
Switch cartridges?
Oh my God, this is
Holy
middle school all
shit,
over again.
Leo.
This is middle school all over again.
I am the middle school bully. It's come full circle
No.
from bullied to bully.
Don't bully Leo too hard.
I was just
That's what he
like,
wants.
You told an entire
Sorry, Leo
audience.
is
that-
I remember when in middle school I would like, you know, I would say things jokingly and then everyone would be like, "What? You like Austin Powers? You want to make out with him?" I'm like, "No, please. I don't want to do that."
Yes,
I'm just
I do.
joking. I'm
How do you
teasing. I'm
know?
joking. Like
Wait, is that true though? Do you like Austin Powers?
I'm
by
not
the
doing
way?
this. I'm not doing this right now.
Wait, you like Austin Powers?
I fucking hate you. I hate you guys. I hate you guys so much.
I
Hate
didn't
you
really
guys.
like Austin Powers. I mean, good for you, Leo.
Yeah, I watched the movie recently. It was entertaining, but a little slow. Not really to my taste, but I mean, if you're a fan, I mean, that's good for you.
No, please. I don't need this.
Leo just fucking leaves. Hey, want to see a magic trick?
I gotta go. It just disappears entirely. Bye.
All right. Wait. So what gauge is your pick that you can use, Vari? Is it like
0.73 millimeters?
0.73? Nice. Wait, is it one of the like? So there's like these like the nylon ones that are like kind of like really flimsy and stuff.
Mm.
Or is it one of those ones?
It's soft. It's not hard plastic. It's soft plastic, but it is
Yeah.
sturdy.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Like
here,
it's
wait,
got a
this-
little bit of give.
I got some ASMR for you. This is what it sounds like.
Hmm.
How's that? Did that
I-
give you
I think
any
so.
information?
Yeah. It has a little bit of bend, right? You can bend it
Yeah, a little bit.
and stuff. Like even if you wanted, you could probably bend it in like half and like it wouldn't break, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Nice.
I
yeah.
feel like you're trapping me with something right now. I
No,
feel
no,
like
no,
you're
no.
leading me down a path that
No, I'm
I
just
don't
making
want
sure.
to be going down.
So I use like the Jim Dunlop's the 0.73 millimeters as well. Like it's just that has that perfect blend of like strumming give and also like just picking if you need like the extra picking and stuff.
No, I absolutely
Um,
agree. There's only
but-
one other pick that I've ever used, and I don't know the name of it, and I've never been able to find it. It's the only pick I've never chewed, but it's a really stiff hard pick, and it's
Yeah.
it's like stubby. It's like really small. It's almost like half a pick.
Oh no. Yeah.
And
Okay.
I can't
Those ones are
use it.
tough. Yeah.
Again, I feel like this is a euphemism for something.
He's,
you
he's not,
euphanizing
talking
me?
about
he's
in
not
chat?
leading you down anything. He's just
I'm getting euthanized.
this is euphanize. This is
Wait.
Brime. He is not the type.
I don't know.
Only on off
I
days.
feel like I've known Brime to do some euthanizing.
the only time he ever does it is he only ever does it when it's like a D's nuts joke, and that's it. He generally like I'm the one that you don't usually do that. I don't blame you for not trusting me.
You heard it here, chat. Leo likes to euthanize people.
I euphanize all
Wait, Leo,
everyone.
what's this about the jizz though
Don't worry about it.
that you mentioned in chat?
It's all good. Don't worry about it. Stop throwing shit at me.
Does this
I'm
have
not
to do-
throwing anything.
Does this have to do with the insult situation, Leo?
No, I like. Stop, please. I can't do this.
I can't do it anymore. Is in pain.
It's too much it's too much bullying. Please, I can't. Not in
Okay,
public.
Wait. For real. Are you asking me to stop? Because if that's your boundary, I will stop.
No. I'm teasing.
Okay.
I
Then
did have a
will
whole
continue.
I did have a whole talk about like about bullying,
That was-
but
that
I
was
think
your
that's a
out.
whole different thing. No, that was my out. Yeah, when you cross the line, I will let you know.
Okay, cool.
I'm the same way.
No worries. I have done it before.
All right. Z and Leo, what about you guys? What do you have preferences as far as like styles of playing?
You first, Z.
I guess it depends for me, cause with electric guitar, it'll depend on like what type of guitar first of all. So for electric guitar, I typically like to go light. Also, thank you, Jeff, for the hydrate. I typically like to go light strings. I mean, not light strings. Light picks. If you were to tell me like the gauge, I could not tell you. Cause like I said, I bought these like several years ago. And there's like some that are like medium gauges. That's all I remember from the description. It was like light, medium, and heavy.
You talking about me too, bro? Don't worry, me too.
The only reason I know the gauge of mine is because it's literally written on the back of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know some picks have it the thing where it says it. Also, I have ads coming on my end, so if y'all wanna keep hearing us talk, be sure to go to one of
Give me money!
Anyone else's stream.
Give me money.
Go subscribe to Leo.
Subscribe to Leo. It's Leo's anniversary.
It's my anniversary.
That's true. It's Leo's affiliate anniversary.
Leo, that wallpaper is a win.
What? Oh, sorry. I was looking at. I forgot I was showing my screen. You mean this one?
The one with just like the back. No.
This one?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
I flipped one. Was like, wait, well, yes, thighs, of course.
Undominable.
Wait, thighs?
Baku's a
What?
dick. You okay? He's a dick.
Thighs?
Leo, stop being mean to Baku.
There's
No!
thighs on Leo's. There's thighs on Leo's stream right now.
Oh, okay, well,
there
I
you go.
guess I don't need to watch my stream. I'll just go.
Let me see Leo's stream.
Oh,
You know
no,
what,
they got
actually-
the back door.
I will pull up the
more
Mario as
thighs.
well.
So for me, when it comes to guitar, I haven't told my backstory. It's backstory time.
Yeah.
Bitches.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
It's bitch time.
For me, all right, everybody, I'm gonna now make you my bitch. For me, when it comes to guitar, I had an uncle that had a shop that made guitars. He made a company called Hunter Guitar. You can look it up. They're not in business anymore. They were like no longer in business by the time I turned like 9 years old. But when they no longer were in business, they had overstock of some of the first guitars they had ever made. And I was given one of them as all right, we're trying to get rid of all of our stuff from the basement. Here, take this guitar. And it was an electric guitar that is sort of like an SG body, dual humbucker, built-in whammy bar.
Hell yes.
Really nice guitar. And I had it when I was 8, so I had no idea how to use it properly or anything like that. I never took lessons or anything. And it basically collected dust for years and years and years. And then my brother got into guitar. And I did everything that my brother did when I was a kid. So I started
Aw.
learning how to play as well. So I took some lessons and kind of went from there. Didn't learn anything from the lessons. Stopped taking them after about a month. Didn't play guitar after that for like another 6 or 7 years. And then, no, that's not about right, 5 years or so. And then got into music through a mutual friend, through a friend, and started a band. I had no idea how to play any other instruments other than trumpet at the time, and picked up that guitar that was gathering dust in my basement, and just started learning how to play it. And it's all downhill from there, basically. Thank you for the follow, Mio. From there, I worked pretty much constantly. I've always worked since I was like 15 years old, so I always had money, and because I was living at my parents' house, I had nothing to spend it on. So I would spend all my money on instruments. So I ended up with a new acoustic guitar, my Washburn, which I still use today. Like whenever I'm doing any live stream when we're playing guitar or anything like that, I'm always using my Washburn. I picked up a Fender bass, which sadly sold a bunch of amps. I had a really nice Pearl drum kit with Zildjian A custom cymbals, which was fucking, I loved that kit. But again, don't have space for it, so I can't play it. I have my fully weighted Casio piano, and honestly, it all just went downhill from there for music. I finally found a reason to start playing it, and it was with friends in high school and the first band I was in, and I just kept playing. I kept picking up new instruments, and I kept learning new instruments, and it was, like you said with the ADHD thing earlier, Z, it was a method of just sort of keeping myself focused and having something to practice and learn. And for me, I didn't do well in school. I mean, I ended up doing well in grade 12, but I didn't do well in most of school. I mostly slept through school. It was the only thing that really held my interest other than video games that allowed me to just sort of, focus and do good type thing.
I also.
So what's funny about
school.
like the ADHD thing is like I kind of got pulled in the same direction of getting bored of the guitar, but I always got pulled into different parts of the guitar where like immediately as I got bored with like a style, like if I was like playing rock or something like that, or like I was like playing finger style, I'd run into or find like a really cool like Spanish like musician or something like that, and I'll be like, oh, that looks really cool, I want to learn how to play like that and stuff. Or like you run into like really weird, because it's incredible how like versatile it is. Like you run into like really weird like play styles, like Andy McKee, for example, where like he's tapping and like playing with his like right hand, or like I've seen like people like detune their guitar as you're playing, like they'll play a harmonic and then detune it and then tune it back up. Or like there's hybrid picking, there's like the sweep stuff, and there's like so many different styles that come out. Like Marcin, for example, and like Aluka does some really cool stuff that's just like okay. Like, or like it will be even like randomly, like, I'll be watching or listening to like Japanese like traditional music, or like the Yoshida brothers, or like they'll be playing like shamisen. I'm like, I want to play the shamisen, but like I don't have the money for the shamisen. How do I make the guitar sound like a shamisen? And so it'd be playing with ways of like doing that. And so like it was always a different technique or a different like style that like pulled me to like a different part of guitar. And like I would never stick with one. I would never like stick with like, oh, I want to learn metal and be really good at metal, and I was just like, I'm kind of bored of this. Wait, that looks really cool, I want to hop over that, I want to learn that, I want to learn this. And then so that's how I got pulled through it. I also have that's how I got pulled into different parts of a guitar.
I like that. And I think the learning different style. Fuck, Leo, you're not supposed to be watching my stream. This is supposed to be revealed later.
I swapped over your stream. I'm swapping between you two right now. You Ztama and you and Ztama.
I think
What am I doing?
learning different styles and things like that is something that I wish I had done more of, instead of switching between instruments. And switching between instruments gives you a perspective of different styles and different ways to play music. But I feel like I did a lot of Jill of all trades, master of none type thing. And that is what guitar is for me now. Like, for instance, I had my stream just yesterday where I got like literally 30-45 minutes into my stream and I was like, I can't do this anymore, because I just wasn't feeling like, I didn't feel like I was good enough at guitar. I wasn't confident enough in it and everything like that. And
what
there's
makes
a confidence that you have, Brian, when you play guitar that I don't know if I could ever have, because of the amount of things that you've learned stylized wise, probably. I don't know. It's very cool to see.
What is it that makes you feel, I guess, like not confident in while playing? Because I've heard you play, and it's not it's like, to me, it's like flawless, right? But obviously to you, I'm sure it isn't, because every artist is like, oh yeah, my stuff is shit. But like, you know, what is it that made you feel like, oh, I can't do this right now?
I don't know. I think just sometimes you don't have the right mojo for it, right? Like, it just doesn't feel like something like. I'll take yesterday as an example. Yesterday, just something didn't feel right. Something just felt slightly off for me, and as a result, I didn't feel confident in myself at all. And it could have been my voice. It could have been the guitar playing itself. It could have been the songs that I was playing, and that I wasn't confident in the songs I was playing. But something just like threw me off, and because of that, I felt like I wasn't playing the way I'd normally want to be able to.
Yeah, I think people enjoy the process. Like, even if like you're not like playing something that you completely perfected or whatever, they enjoy seeing the process as well. It's hard because like sometimes like you'll be playing and then like it'll look like there's no one in chat because like everyone's lurking. But like one of the they're not a VTuber, one of the streamers that I follow is a classically trained classically they just practice on stream, but like they practice in segments, so they'll just do like a small segment. They're like, oh, that wasn't good, well, let's try this again later, and they'll just like this is a method of learning for them. But like but people just like hanging out and stuff like that, and like sometimes it's me like trying to figure out a song in like like just messing around for like 10 minutes, just being like, nope, that's not the chord, nope, wait, no, that's not right. Wait, I gotta listen to the song again. But I mean, people are still around for it, and people just like seeing the process, I think.
This man literally is like, hey guys, can you use a song? Yeah, I'll learn it right now. You can hear him listening to the fucking song for the very first time.
Also,
yeah, that's
also,
right in a nutshell.
Also, I saw a video very recently, and I think it had some truth to it, where it was all like, why being a great guitarist doesn't make you really great. It's because like, so we play guitar, right? So we're like, oh, like whatever. But like, for someone who doesn't play guitar or something like that, when they see someone play guitar like moderately well, it's amazing to them because they don't play it, and so like the further you get along, like there's kind of like a weird curve to it, where it's like then you go into like specialization and stuff, and it's like there's at a certain point it's kind of really hard to tell. But I think like for the majority of people, like just listening and stuff, they'll just be like, yeah, that sounds really good. And like, but like you're like, no, it can be better. But like, yeah, I think like you shouldn't get too into your head about that. A lot of times like I'll be messing up like all over the place, and they're like, no, it sounded perfect to me. I was like, I'm so glad you don't play.
Yeah, I think it's something that Panda just said in chat a little while ago. I think you are just too conscious of the cracks in your armor that you perceive, is what he said. And I think that's true. Like, I think for myself especially, I am my own worst enemy, and when I play guitar and when I sing on stream, I listen to myself in zero latency, right? I'll listen to the guitar, I'll listen to my voice, everything like that, just to make sure everything's sounding back properly and everything's leveled properly. The second I hear my voice or like the guitar go off metronome or like anything like that, like anything comes off key, I fall apart. And like I get nervous, my mouth gets dry. And it doesn't happen usually during like a planned stream that I practice for. It's usually just for like, all right, I'm just gonna play music now type streams. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I always have monitoring on whenever I'm on the computer. Even when I'm in like Discord calls and stuff, like, or like I'm not streaming or anything, I just like to have monitoring on just to get used to my voice, where like sometimes it feels a little bit quiet if I don't have monitoring on, because like I have the headphones on, and it cuts out a lot of the sound, and so like if I don't have monitoring on, it sounds like really quiet. But I'm also like I'm really conscious of like how I sound and stuff, so like I want to make sure that I'm sounding okay, and like that's the best way about it.
I can also see how like it's really distracting to have monitoring on. It really depends on the person though. Like I sometimes I can, sometimes I can't, right? But I think with age and with experience on my part, I've become less like, oh yeah, I messed up, I'm so embarrassed, I don't want to do this anymore, and it's just gonna break down, and more like, yeah, that was good enough. That's why at the end of my songs I'm always like, okay, bye, and then I just like I go mute.
You've heard it here, folks. Leo is old.
I'm old.
I think there's a certain charm to it too. Is like that they mess up and stuff. You it's live. You know that they're human. You know that it's. I don't know. There's a certain charm to like the imperfection of it, right?
I guess it's true.
Oh, Susie, I'm drawing you eating a guitar pick. by the way.
Oh. Oh yes.
The pictures turn out really cute, Mari. Even as a sketch right now.
Yeah, there's one thing I'm not a huge fan of, and it feels like I'm too far away, but I just don't want Brime to take up all the spotlight, even though Brime is clearly the most popular,
Why am I
voted
in
by
the
the
middle of all
people's
this?
choice. Voted by the people's choice to be the
anyone even
most
to vote for me?
popular VTuber award.
So one of the things like
Changes topic.
So one of the things like as I was like making the VTuber lore and stuff like that, I was at the same moment like exploring myself, like why do I like playing music and stuff like that. It sucks.
Sorry, I had to. It was right there.
I like, you know, like it's tough, like, you know, like you're trying to play something and you just can't play it and stuff like that. Why do I bother like you know, trying to learn and stuff like that? I can just listen to the original, or I can listen to a cover, and it's always going to be better, right? It's always going to be better if I listen to the original. If I listen to a cover and stuff like that, and like there's going to be people who do it like way better. But I mean, there's just such a certain charm to like playing it and like expressing it through your own abilities and stuff.
Yeah, no, there is definitely something true to be said about that. It's just, there is definitely that fear of constantly feeling like you're being compared to like something that you can't be as good at type thing. And I don't necessarily have that fear all the time or anything like that, but there are definitely times when I'll get self-conscious when playing, when it comes to music, for sure. But I feel like that's just I don't even know if it's a confidence issue. I feel like it's more just a no, I have no idea what it is. I have no idea how to describe it, to be honest.
I
lost
think
my train of thought on this one a little bit.
No.
Is it that you feel like you have some off days and you're not able to play to your best ability, and it like sort of turns into like some sort of spiral kind of thing?
Yeah, maybe that type thing. It's just like I know that I can do better, and the fact that I'm not doing this well upsets me. Actually, yeah, that makes sense pretty well. Actually, you kind of nailed it a little bit there, Z.
And I sort of figured, because I don't play as I don't really play on stream. I do want to eventually, but I will have several days where I'm just like jamming out and I'm like improvising and stuff. There's some days where I feel like what I'm playing is really good. It sounds super fun. And I feel confident in myself and my ability to play. But then there's other days that I'm noodling around, and it's just like, what the heck? I'm like telling myself, like, this sounds stupid. Like, it's like I can't, like my creative side for music doesn't feel like it's really good right now, and it makes me sort of feel kind of ashamed at that time, at those moments, and feel less of a musician, like sort of like an amateur kind of thing, when I feel like I need to credit myself more, because I have more often have those days than not. But I know that when I am able to, and I don't know why it happens, because there's some days where I'm just like, I feel like I can play almost anything, but then like there's just off days. Like it's not just with guitar, it's something that can happen with pretty much anything. Like even, and I'm sure this happens to pretty much everyone else, where you can be good at a game, or you could be good at an instrument, or whatever other particular hobby, and you just have those off days and you feel like less worthy of like whatever you're doing, like whatever hobby you are doing, but like you're like, you know, you're capable of more. But like, I don't know, you have to, like, I understand like you yesterday and like not wanting to do it, because like I probably would have done the same. if I feel like off, I'm like, you know, let's just put this aside and like leave it for another day. And I know like if I'm playing well another day, I'm like, you know, I can remind myself that I can play. Like it's just I'm just having an off day, you know.
I think my biggest stress with it though. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I don't want to anymore. Fuck you.
All right, fine. I'll talk. No kidding.
So like going back to like what it was earlier of you know like you know, to someone who doesn't play music and like, you know, they see someone like do like music and like, oh, you know, it's like really cool to them and stuff because they don't do it, like they don't really see that. There's something in like drawing that I found out that I haven't really thought about is like that I saw it in another video. I think I can't credit because I don't remember it, but it was that part of a big part of drawing isn't actually like, you know, like the muscle memory, like sure that's part of it is like, you know, the muscle memory that you're drawing and stuff like that and like stuff, but a big part of it is growing the artistic eye and like understanding the art more and stuff. Like the more that you draw, the more that you can like, you know, see what's wrong with it and stuff like that. Because like they were analyzing PewDiePie's video and like he was drawing and stuff like that, and he was going back through his old works and he was like, wait, why did I draw that like that? Because that was him building his like artistic eye. It was like now he can like recognize stuff more that he didn't recognize before because he'd been drawing for longer. So I'm trying to see if that might play a part of it as well, is that the more that you play and the more that you like practice and stuff, like the more that you inherently understand it, and so like then you feel like you're maybe not up to par as much because now you have like higher standards.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm not
you're
sure.
saying that my standards are too
You're
high and
kidding.
that I should settle? Jeez, Brian.
Yo, why?
Holy
What-
shit, Brian. Fuck you, I guess.
How could you?
No, I
How
was
would you say something like that to your own friend?
Yeah, I can't believe you would do this to me, really.
with you guys talking about like, you know, you mess up and then you're just like, oh well, I'm not good enough or whatever. And I'm sitting here like, you know, like the dumb guy in the group going like, oh, I'm all right. It's like it's almost like a fool's confidence, you know, like I'm not great, but I'm just like I don't let any of that stuff get me down because like I don't know, because it's just like I think what it is like I said before, I'm okay with being okay, you know, like if I'm not like great, it's fine. I'll get better maybe, or I won't, and what's gonna happen? Nothing, right? You know, that's why like I've been throwing myself at like when I first met Brime, I was just throwing myself at as karaoke streams, just trying to play on stream. When I was like,
Throwing yourself at Brian.
yeah, I'm always throwing
You
myself.
make
Like,
it so
there's a
fucking
picture
easy,
there.
Leo,
It's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
No, don't apologize. It's fine. You're drawing me kissing him. I think
That's true. I am doing that.
But yeah, but like it's just like you know, I throw myself out there doing, and when Brian invites me to these charity streams, I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. I'm gonna fuck everything up, but like I'm gonna do my best, and I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna do it, and I'm good. I'm alright. You know, I'm okay. even though I mess everything up. Like I remember the that last charity stream we did. All you guys did just incredibly stellar, right? But then I listened back on
especially
mine.
Pastel. Holy
Oh, yeah.
shit. I still can't get over how good Pastel is.
Oh yeah, you all did a great job.
Yeah, Pascal needs to drop covers and do more music streams, I swear.
Like holy shit, that was it was absolutely stunning. She has an insanely good voice.
Mm-hmm. She's done several ukulele streams
not
before.
like-
It's always nice.
Yeah, she's talking about like being nervous for them and stuff. I'm like, they're
I think she saw how broken we were, and she needed to come in and save us. It's what it was.
absolutely.
yeah. So like, no one's gonna donate. No one's gonna. She's gonna step in.
That's not what I meant.
Except for
There's
the
no
Save
way.
The
That's-
charity.
That is not what I meant. You know that's not what I meant. No, but yeah, I don't know. It's I think like I'm a little envious of you guys. You know, just being like, you know, I'm not good enough when you're amazing. Well, where I'm sitting here with a dopey face, like, you know, the fool again, the fool's courage, right? I'm good. I'm fine. Just whatever, man.
I don't know if it's a lack of courage or a lack of confidence in my ability to play music. I feel like no matter how good you get at music, you'll never be fully satisfied with how well you play. Like there's always going to be moments of like, I feel like I could have done that better, or I'm not having a good day, or like stuff like that. It again, yeah, absolutely, fantastic.
Yeah.
It's imposter syndrome, right? Like,
Yes,
it doesn't
yeah.
matter how good you are at a thing. There are days you're going to have, like, unless you're a complete narcissist type thing, which there are people that are like that.
Is that me?
You're gonna have those days where you can't necessarily, like, you're not confident in yourself, or you didn't do something as well as you wanted to.
So
And then you're
with
Leo,
what-
and then you do everything not as well as you wanted to.
I mean, that's
so
kind
with
of what it is.
Leo's
Yeah,
saying,
it's
with
true.
what Leo's saying, I relate. It's sort of complicated with me because I relate to what all of you are saying. Because I don't know. It just sort of depends. I'm also someone that doesn't play as often as I used to. I'm absolutely certain I used to be better back then, since I used to practice a lot more. And now I just have a lot more days where I'm like sort of off, and it gets to me more easily. But part of it is also because I don't play as often. But like when I notice, so like I typically play a lot. Whenever I play like guitar and I'm like really into it, like I'll play like 2 or 3 hours or so. What I typically do is I'll play along to music, to like I'll like put some songs on by like some artists or whatever, and I'll jam along to it. And most often than not, I don't even know exactly how to play the song.
I think that's one of the better compliments I've ever gotten from like anyone in the past little while. Is I was playing, I don't know if it was on one of my streams or if it was on one of Brian's karaoke streams, but you said that you pulled out your bass and started jamming along. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's something that I
hell-
do a lot.
Hell fucking yeah.
That's so
Like,
cool.
That's a good fucking compliment.
I
Did
really
you just try to
enjoy
take
this.
that away from Bart? He was just like, yeah, I do that a lot. It's not just you.
No, Bruno, that's not what I mean.
Oh, you
Rio,
mean
Rio really just fucking hates me, I think.
It wasn't me. I didn't say
Yeah, Leo
anything.
hates.
No,
Why do
it's
you
I
hate
said
totally
that's
Leo's
cool.
fault?
I said that's cool. What the heck? I couldn't do that. Why am I being blamed? Stop.
It's just so easy. It's so easy.
So what I typically just don't know like how to play a song. Like I try to figure out what the notes are. Like I listen out to like typically like what the key is, and even then I don't know. Like you tell me what key it is, and I'm like, I don't really know. And it's something
I
that only
probably-
works.
I probably
Like,
didn't even know what key it is.
it's something
It's
that only
probably
really works like half of the time. So like a lot of times I'll get lost in what I'm trying to play and it doesn't really sound as good, but then there's other times where I can play the song and it sounds perfectly fine. And I basically, what I play along to, I just more or less add in. I can either add embellishments or I play what I'm hearing, which like I typically play like the whatever chords are in the song. And so a lot of typically whenever I play like I mostly play stuff by System of a Down or I'm trying to think what other stuff. I mostly play metal. So I'll typically either get my bass or my guitar out and I'll jam along to the music. and I already know in my head how the song goes, and I like a lot of times I'll forget what note it is on the guitar, but like, so if you were to listen to me actually play, you'll know, like, and you know the song, you'll notice that I am messing up. But like, it's also part of the reason why I don't play on stream too often. Or not often. I don't play on stream at all. But like, whenever I upload covers, like I don't have like, I don't upload.
Where do you upload
like,
your covers, Zitama?
I upload them to TikTok. I
Oh.
haven't in a while though, but I do sort of want to do another one.
I'm on TikTok.
But I typically
also, stop
just
vocal stimming me. TikTok.
Huh?
TikTok.
You said TikTok in a way that immediately vocal stimmed me. Fuck you.
Say it again.
Wait, what the I don't.
You just said it like TikTok. It was like TikTok.
I'm guessing it's just part of my accent or something. I don't know.
Mari, you can't just say that. It's his accent.
Holy shit, I suck.
Oh my god.
I don't mind. It's not a big deal. But I typically upload them to TikTok, and I used to do it on Instagram, but that was on my personal account, and then I sort of stopped and made another one on Instagram, and then I just whatever. I upload on TikTok now.
Every time you say it now, I'm sorry, it's not even like there is no accent issue or anything like that. Like, I'm not making fun of your accent if you think
No,
I
I
am.
know you're not.
It's just now it's in my brain. Leo put it in my brain.
But I just let the music play and I play along to it. So it's not like exactly like my own interpretation of it. It's just I'm playing the instrument part of I'm playing along to like the song. There have been some covers that I have done where it's just the instrument playing, typically on ukulele or classical guitar. But it's basically what I do whenever I jam out. I would just play along to the song, and oftentimes it's not like quote unquote correct, but it still complements the song. So that's basically like for me, like my philosophy, like on like playing music. As long as it sounds good to the song, it's fine with me. So like I might not be playing the way it's meant to be played, but like as long as I'm having fun, that's what matters to me. And as long as it sounds good.
Yeah, it's like on the piano, like, you know, all the white keys. If you just like, or all the black keys. If you press any of the black keys, they're all in the same scale. It will sound great. Like even if it's not planned and stuff, like, or like, you know, all the white keys. And it's the same concept. Like, you know, if it's on the guitar and like you just like, you know, have, you know, just those notes are the only ones that are in the key. And you just play something along those notes, or even when you break it down into like chords. Now, like no matter what note you play in that chord, it's gonna sound pretty good. So like a lot of times, like when I'm playing fingerstyle or I'm like making stuff up, I'm not playing the same thing all the time. I'm just hitting something in that chord, and it was like, and as long as I hit something in that chord, it's gonna sound close enough.
Yes, exactly.
There's this thing that Brime does all the time, and this is when he first like he was trying to teach me excuse me, he was trying to teach me Under the Stars, and he was like, yeah, I've got this strategy, like, you know, like when you're doing this song, there's only a few chords you can do, and he names them off. I'm like, there's only a few chords? How many? What do you mean it's only a few chords? He's like, yeah, you know, logically it's only like this because it starts in this key. I'm like, what key is it? I can't tell. Like, I think that's just a whole different strategy, you know. I mean, knowledge based.
So then,
you
what
know?
trick do you use for everyone here? What trick do you use to find the scale of the song that you're playing in?
Google.
No,
It-
okay. So if you're listening, if you're listening to a song live type thing, and you're just noodling around on your guitar, what tricks do you use? And
So,
I swear to God, Brian, if you say you have perfect pitch, I'm gonna throw you out the fucking window.
No, I don't. No. So in a scale, generally, there's only two pairs of like half steps, right? There's the B C and then there's the E F, right? And it's always, you know, B C and then it's cut like there's a full step and then it's a full step and then it's E F, right? So B C D E F. So I'm just going down the like generally the E string where I'm just going like doing half steps. There's like okay, half step, nope, that doesn't sound right. Half step, nope, that doesn't sound right. Half step, nope, that doesn't sound right. And then I'll play it until like both the notes in that like half step sound good. And I'm like, okay, what about the next 5? Like, do they sound right? If it doesn't, then I'll know that, that's the E F, and then I'll just like jump over. I'll just jump over to like to the BC, or like no, I'll know like, oh, it's the BC, and then like I'll jump over to the EF, and then I'll know like that's just then it's just a regular scale. It's just like up and down the neck, the E F G. A, B, C, D, E, F, all the way down the scale, and then it's just that. My fingers don't really move from those 4 frets, and I just stay there forever. I just pop a capo on it and call it a day. If it sounds sad, I know that it's a minor chord, generally either an A minor or an F or an E minor.
Yes.
Generally like an A minor. Sometimes a D minor, and if it's a B minor, then whatever. But
Whatever.
it's an A minor or an E minor.
Fucking
And if it's not, then it's a D minor. Yeah, right. Minors. No, and then
actually, you know what? Fuck B major. I don't need my standard
it's,
chords to have a bar inside a bar. Fuck that shit.
Typically
Real.
with those kinds
but yeah,
of chords,
if it's like happy, bright. Go ahead.
I don't know if others do this, because what I see a lot of people do, I typically don't like playing the full like chord, as in like I don't like barring it. So what I'll do is I'll bar half of it with the ring finger, and it'll cover 3 strings, and then the high E string is being used to play like the. So like let's say I'm on the 4th fret and I'm playing like I'm barring 3 of the strings. On the 2nd fret, I'm not barring. I have my index finger placed on that, so I basically like I slowly like. Not slowly. I like gently like lift my ring finger in a way that it'll let the index finger still like ring out. So like I'll typically play that and not have like the bar chord fully. And it's something that it's very easy to do on ukulele, and you could basically do the same thing on guitar, because like it from a lot of like something that I have applied with my knowledge from other instruments. I'll like sort of mix them together, and I'll like do something I learned on ukulele on guitar, or vice versa, or like something I learned on bass and do it on guitar. Like something that's common in bass is playing like the root note and playing like fifths. So it's something that is easier, that has made it easier to improvise on like guitar. But like that's basically what I was saying. And I also sort of forgot, I sort of lost my train of thought, and I don't remember what we were talking about originally. So Brian, you take it from me.
Oh, fuck! You made Brian die.
He died.
You killed Brian.
You, Z-Tama, oh my god! you went so off tangent. You went so off tangent. We left Brian behind.
Brian got left behind.
He goes on his own path. Brian couldn't follow.
He's like, I don't know where he is.
Wait,
oh
is the
no!
stream still up? Did he disconnect?
Oh, he wasn't streaming to start with.
Oh, okay.
He might have just lost connection.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he wasn't streaming. He told me.
Well, do we want to take a quick break and let Brian reconnect?
Yeah, let's go and do
I
that.
feel like I haven't done a break because I haven't.
Because we haven't. Yeah.
That's why I feel like that way.
All
right, everybody, we're gonna take a quick 5-10 minute break. Sound good?
Yeah.
30 seconds for me, but yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna do some stretching and stuff.
I'll be
Wi-Fi
back in a
cut
little
out. Oh shit.
bit. I gotta go take a wicked big piss. I'll be right back.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Let me
default back bribe. We're taking a quick break.
Like, okay.
What the fuck? Where did Barbie Girl
I'm so
come
sorry.
from?
I'm so sorry for the music. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay, yeah.
I'm dying.
You're
I
dying.
almost lost my
Bobo.
headphones.
Sorry.
Yeah, Boba's time.
I'll be right back. I'll see y'all in a little bit.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go stretch.
Alright, I must stand up as well. Gotta put something away.
Hey Google, take a screenshot. Hey Google, take a screenshot.
Hey Ed, how's it going, buddy? Hello, hello. Am I? Hey, let me actually, since we're on a break. Wait. It says ad starts in a minute? I thought I started it already. Static? Shoot. Okay, okay, yeah.
It's pretty staticky on my end as well, so.
Damn it, I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
Oh, Niz, thanks for subbing, man. Appreciate it. Let me. Crap.
Yo, let's go.
You think you failed a final, dude? Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with all my shit, dude. Like after the last update, like Ztama lost all of his stuff. All of my stuff got reset, and like everything's just broken. I don't know what's going on. Like super frustrating. Here, let me check. Okay, so you said staticky right now. Am I like peaking as well?
Not peeking, no.
1 second. Oh, that's big static. Hang on. So sorry about that. Hang on. Is that better?
Yeah.
How long has it been like that?
Just now. Like, oh, it wasn't that like that before the break.
Oh, good. All right, good. Cool. There's a little bit of a crackling, which is not great. Yeah. So I gotta figure out what that situation is. Static's gone, crackling's still there. That's the problem. Let's see. Now, crackling. Hello? Are we good on crackles? Crackle's still meh. I see. We were given 4 hours to attack a website. I was only able to complete a few of the steps before I got my ass kicked. Ooh. I'm sorry, man. I mean, hopefully you get another chance,
All right.
or hopefully it's okay.
I have vacated my bladder.
That's one hell of a way to put it.
Yeah, I vacated my bladder as well, and also took all my clothes off.
Oh hell yeah, let's go.
Let's go! It's because I can't turn my
Good to
fan
see.
on because you guys are like, oh, it's crackling. So
It do be crackle.
I took my clothes off. Yeah. I mean, I'm naked anyway. So can someone make me naked?
Are
What?
you always naked? You're just a ghost blob.
Well, I mean, if you look
I
at my
know he's
stream,
got-
I'm not naked right now.
Are we back from break?
Wait, are we all getting naked? I guess I could get naked too. Holy shit.
You have a naked model?
Is this
Hello?
gonna be a naked stream?
I mean, no.
Hello?
Hey, welcome back.
Fucking tits out streaming.
Let's go.
Are we continued?
Let's all get banned from
Oh yeah,
Twitch
yeah,
for sure.
I'm live. I'm live.
Okay.
Yeah, we are all
Okay.
live.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been really getting into Tepe and some John Mayer stuff. It's surprising how little notes you can get away with in like just playing a chord / like melody. Like sometimes it's just literally the bass note and the melody, or
Yep.
like sometimes it's just like 3 strings. Like I'm finding ways to like play, like for example, like you're playing a E major like shape, right? Or like an F major, but like you can get away with just like playing like 4 notes. And I'm seeing them like use the thumb. So like the thumb wraps around, plays the bass note, and then like the fingers like play the rest of them. So like you can start incorporating your thumb into there to make like some chords like easier.
Everyone
Like, for
makes me
example,
so
like-
sad. My tiny little fingers, my tiny little hands. I can't play shit with my thumbs.
I have massive ass hands.
Brian,
Got
actually
tiny little hands.
using your thumb to play
So-
bass. I you know that song I'm doing with the Vietnamese one?
Yeah.
That actually requires you to do that as well. That's I had never done it before because I was just like, I can't do this because it's too hard. It's a new method. But I guess I'm in my era of trying whatever I can do. And I did it fine. I just didn't feel like it before. Now I Ryan, go fuck
Yeah,
yourself.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Fucking large hand.
Wait, was
Mad.
Leo cutting out for anyone else, or was it just me?
Yeah, Leo was cutting out a little bit
I am?
with the little static and stuff.
I
You
got
were,
the
yeah.
Also
context.
welcome
It
in,
was
Vile.
mostly just Leo.
I hate
Leo
this.
bragging about having fingers big enough to play. Leo's fingers go real hard, apparently.
Vari, please.
Real good finger game.
Please. you
Well, it's very specific chords that like that it's there's like more often than not it's easier to just play it with your fingers. Like there's like only like maybe 2 or 3 that I know that it's easier to use your thumb instead. Just because like how tightly crunched some of it is. But yeah, like there's a lot of times you can just get away, or like if you like just try strumming like some of the open strings. If some of the open strings work well in the chord, just leave it open. You know, like let's say like you're trying to like play like 2 notes and like you don't want to mute the rest of it and stuff, but like you strum it and you're like, no, everything else in that sounds perfect. So like why not just like play the rest of it? So like for example, if you're playing like a G shape, right? A regular G shape, like 2 of the strings in the middle, those are already open. So if you were to like move your pinky and like your pinky like all the way down, and you're still like just playing like the those 3 strings, like the D, the G, and the B, and you play that, it's still gonna sound great because all those notes are still in that chord. So you're free to just like move your pinky wherever you want because that's just an additional thing. You don't really even need to play like the A string. So
It's
I'm
a
so
lot of
sorry.
people like focus like whenever they're like playing a chord, they focus on like playing it exactly how it is, but you typically don't really always like need it as long as you have you typically even just having like 2 notes can still sound just fine, and it still sounds like the chord. And typically what I like to go do is like my always, like pretty much my thing always is like going for the root note. So like that, it's easier to hear it like how do you say it? Sound out? No, not sound out. Never mind. I lost my train of thought again, so I bring it over to you again, Brian.
Hey, if you think about it, this is a win compared to last time. Brian's still here.
That's
That
true.
is a good point.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's my
generally
good enough
it's
mentality.
like just like the bass note, and then sometimes it's like a major third or a minor third and stuff, because those are also pretty common, or like a fifth. But like generally it's the bass note, which is actually another method of learning a song really quick, or like figuring out a song really quick, is just follow the bass.
Yes,
generally
exactly.
Generally the bass is always going to be the chords, or like more often than not it's going to be the chords. So if you hear like, you know, like an F and then a G or something like that, and you're like, okay, let's just try F for the first chord. Well, there we go. Or like another thing is like, once you have like the scale and stuff like that, wherever the C is, like, you know, in the scale, like generally that's going to be the first chord, the first note even. It always feels like it more often than not, it feels like it resolves and starts with the root note. So like, say like you hear a song and it starts with a C, they're like, okay, it's probably C major, you know, if it has to just like guess off the top of my head. And yeah, sure. Or like if it sounds like a minor song or something like that, it's like if it starts with an A, it's probably an A minor scale, and it probably starts with an A minor chord, and then, you know, just figure out the rest of it.
Yes.
Yeah. So what I always do whenever I'm trying to figure out a song is I just use the pentatonic scale, like 1-4, 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, 1-4, 1-4. I'll just go up like the low E string until I find the good root note, and then I'll play the pentatonic scale on top of it and be like, okay, pentatonic scale fits, and that's how I know it's in relatively good key.
Yeah, that's
Now-
another good technique.
Bust out a hard solo and show off my guitar. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, that's normally how I would do it if I'm looking for how to like find the key that a song's in. Is I'll just keep playing the root note and then just use the pentatonic scale from there.
What it's more or less the same what I do. And so like it for me, where it gets tricky is if the song is in a different mode. So like if it's in a mode I'm not used to, that's where I sort of get lost, because the only mode I'm really good with and I can understand is Phrygian, because it's also my favorite mode. But like for anyone that doesn't really understand what modes are, it's essentially like it's still sort of like the same notes in like the normal key, but they're just placed sort of differently in the key. So like how do I explain this? So
One second.
I'm trying to think. Like I'm trying to think how to explain this. So you typically have for like a minor, wait, let me grab my bass really quick so it'd be better if I like picture it. Wait, give me 1 second.
Z, do you have eyebrows?
Who?
Okay, so for like a let me put this music on really quick. Also let me know if I've never played an instrument on my stream before, so if it sounds bad, please if it sounds like too loud or anything like that, please let me know.
It's guitar
I
time.
just wanted to make a virginity joke and felt it was bad taste.
What?
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Sorry, what were you about to say just now?
Who's a virgin?
I'm kidding.
Who's a virgin?
Who's a virgin?
Who's a virgin?
Huh? What?
Wait, what?
Who's a virgin?
It's
I
me.
am? Wait,
It's
what?
you?
It's been me this whole time.
Okay, But basically with
Bass.
say this is like a minor scale. So you start off with also again let me know if it sounds too loud or not good or like it doesn't the audio sounds bad or whatever. But yes, basically this is a minor scale, a minor key. So it okay, did it sound did the audio sound bad at all or too
It
loud?
cut out a little bit. Your microphone didn't pick it up fully,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
but otherwise, yes, I think we heard the gist of it. I think we got the most of it.
So basically that's like a normal minor scale. But when it goes to like Phrygian, you are in, how do I explain this? It's still like it's so that was G minor. But if it's in a Phrygian, it would be like, and you sort of move one of the notes up. Not up. The note placement is different. So it's it would be like G Phrygian, but it's not in the key of G. It's in the key of I don't know the key. I don't know the key, but it's in a different key. But like it's the notes of, let's just put something out there because I don't know what key it is. Let's say it's like in the key of C major, for example. It'll use the same notes of that key, but they're like placed differently, so it sort of sounds different. When it's something like that, for example, and I don't typically play in that mode, that's where it gets confusing to learn because the notes of that key are like sort of placed differently. So it's, I don't know, that's where it's harder for me to like play along to a song. But other than that, I typically like I don't remember which one of you was saying before, but like they typically listen to like the root note, and so I typically just go for there, and I try to listen to where the root note of the chord is, like similar to how like you would do it on a bass, or if I'm playing just bass, then that's basically what I'd be playing. And I'll try to figure out the chord from there. So that it's essentially what I typically like do. And since a lot of what I play is yes, basically what a lot of what I play is metal. A lot of it is just power chords, which is for non-musicians out there, it's basically just two notes, which would be like the root and the fifth. So it is how do I explain it? Let me grab my bass again. It's basically wait, let me turn my music down again. What?
Basically, it's just gonna be your thing now, buddy.
Basically, it's two notes together, which that's typically like what a power chord is and what happens in a lot of rock and metal. And so it's easier for me to figure out whenever I'm playing like metal or rock or whatever. Where it gets a little bit more complicated is if it's I'm trying to think of a different genre. Or I guess if it's in general, if it's something that is not pop, or like merengue or whatever, I might have a little bit more trouble. But I typically already know how a chord works, so I like if I listen to a chord and if it's like a major or minor or whatever, I already know how it like goes. So I'll like play the rest of like the shape and go from there, essentially. So that's more or less like how I figure out how a song goes, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it tracks.
Yeah. Actually, I think the fastest way that I found is if you hit the G key, and then type in Google, and then type in Ultimate Guitar Tabs, and just go look to see if there's someone else that had tapped it out already, and just go with that. It's usually pretty quick. Yeah, even if I haven't heard through the whole entire song yet, usually I can figure out the rest of the chords from there pretty easily, actually, and pretty spot on. It's a little bit of an advanced technique, but I think with enough practice you can get it.
Yeah, I've been doing that since
that
high
actually
school.
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I know we left Vari behind.
Vari's going to practice right now.
Okay, I'm back.
Did you go to practice, Vari?
No, I just
Brian's
went to like get rid of my fucking frustrations with Brian.
just yell out in a corner.
Literally left call, said fuck Brian a couple times, and came back.
I'm on your stream, so.
You heard it.
I mean, I'm right here.
Did it?
Oh, absolutely. Wait, do you take me as a liar? Of course, I just went off stream and yelled "fuck Brian" a couple times.
I was gonna say something, I just completely forgot.
Was it fuck Prime?
Yeah, it actually might have been fuck.
We
Brian.
were all thinking it.
I mean, I was more thinking that's very accurate, Brian. That's what I do as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's also what I do.
If I can't figure out how a song is, I'll just, or if I'm just like wanna know it quick and like someone's telling me to play along, I will like typically just look at the chords, like what the chords are online.
Look, man, I don't have time. I don't have time to try to figure it out myself.
That's literally what I was about to fucking say, Leo. I don't have time for that shit.
I have no time for that. All right, I have other things I want to do. I just want to play this goddamn song. All right,
But that's what I'm saying. I typically don't need it, cause like if I can typically figure out how the song, like how to play the song, pretty quickly. But there are times where I can't figure out like how the hell this goes, like how it plays along with the song. So at that's when I will like look up a chord, or if I don't, or if I've like never, or if I don't listen to the song enough, that I'll like look it up and stuff.
Yeah, I get that. I feel this.
Yeah, I just look up tabs, and then like if something doesn't sound right, then I just go, all right, well let me try to figure it out from there. Like, so I'm the opposite of what you're doing. I'm just like, I go the easy way route first, and then I try to figure out the hard way.
That is definitely a suggestion, though, for people that are learning or that are fairly new to guitar and everything like that. Is Ultimate Guitar is not gospel. They get it wrong, and
yes,
all
they
the
get
time.
it wrong and often.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, very often.
They are user submitted chord progressions and tabs. They are very often not correct.
Another good one is Songster, which I use on my phone, and it's you can also like play along to like it. You hit play and it plays it like slowly moves the tabs along to the song, which is like my favorite way of
yeah, auto scroll is very handy. Brian, you were saying something the other day, I think in that stream that you raided into,
the piano stream?
about a pedal that scrolls for you.
Yeah, scroll pedal.
oh,
I think I saw on Ellie Minibot's channel, and she was like talking about having a scroll pedal.
that was something I completely forgot that was something that existed. But for my mom's birthday, she had a mariachi band come in, and the singer / guitarist, he had like an iPad, and like for songs that he didn't like typically know too well, he had a pedal, and it basically like scrolled down like where the chord, like what chords come next. And I know this because like I asked him directly after he stopped playing, and he basically said he had like a massive like amount of gear, and it was all connected through like.
Thanks for coming, guys. I'm Tweeted by Leo. I do 3D modeling, and I'm talking about guitars right now. Check out this little video.
In like one like stand like if that makes sense.
Finally, my time has
It was a
come.
really cool thing, but like you basically have like an auto.
You want that knife tip? Huh? How it feel though?
Leo dead.
일단 fingers 비수줍어 하지 말고 다 위에 두고서 난 여기 있어 네가 뭘 원하다 지가는 난 항상 다른 조건을 잊죠 But we've got it all under the stars. Under the stars.
Thanks for raiding in, Taff. Sorry, I'm in the middle of a conversation, so
What's your plan with going forward with music? Like, what do you want to learn? What do you want to perfect? What do you want to get better with?
I guess that sort of varies. Like sometimes I'm very often go through like different phases. Like when I first
Assassin's
got my
Creed!
classical guitar, I really wanted to learn a lot
Oh,
of
I died!
classical guitar pieces and that kind of stuff, and I would typically
I didn't expect that
like,
to happen.
get on like some piece and I would learn some of it or like whatever, and I'd like upload it as a cover and stuff. But like essentially, I don't know. Like I've always wanted to be in a band. I've never really played with anyone else. Like I have on occasion played with other musicians, though not very often. Like I recently, my cousin who is a guitarist, he came over from the Dominican Republic back in November, and I played bass while he played guitar, and we played for a bit. But like before that, it had been several years since I played with someone else. So like just playing along with people, like, and not even necessarily being in a band, but just being able to play with other musicians is like something that I would genuinely love to do.
So in my case, that's something that I find very dangerous, is playing with other musicians. And there's a little bit of history there. I've told this story on stream before, but my last band that I was in, we toured quite a bit, mostly around the city, like in Toronto and things like that. Played a lot of really fun shows, played a lot of really fun venues. But tomorrow, wait, the stream's not tomorrow. It's on Saturday. Wait.
No, sorry. Taff is asking if I want to join in on a work stream with them tomorrow.
Oh, it's on Saturday, not
But
tomorrow.
yeah, the charity stream is on Saturday.
Oh, come on, Scourgy. Really? The Pikmin? Fuck off.
Yo.
All right, that's
and now we
fine.
can all see it on stream. Let's go.
And basically the story, or the gist of it was, I stopped playing music for a very long time because of someone that was in my band. And it wasn't a sad story. It's just this person was like I have never meshed musically with someone in the same way that I meshed with this person musically. And as a result, I kind of lost my love for making music, because this person, we would sit down and we would just play music together, and we would write, we would bang out a song in a night type thing, and it was easy, it was simple. And I lost that the second that band split up. I was like, fuck, now I have no one to play with. I find playing with other people a lot of fun, but it's super dangerous because it kind of defines almost how you play music for a little while. It makes you forget how to do music on your own.
Mm-hmm. So are
If
you
you're doing it
are you someone that
consistently.
are you someone that prefers to play alone?
Now I am. I used to prefer to play with a band, but that's where I grew up in music, right? Like I grew up playing in bands. But I would say now I prefer playing music alone for sure.
Hmm.
And that being said, I might get into another band someday. I don't see it happening, but there's always the chance there's an opportunity that comes up and I'll join a band. I doubt it. I'm kind of old now. I'm not really meeting new friends or anything like that. So it feels weird. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It feels weird
Yeah.
to meet new friends, or
I meet a lot of new friends, but they're mostly online friends.
Mm.
And then there's issues with latency, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't know how to like resolve an issue with latency of making music with people online.
that's very
Wait,
true. Yeah.
Brime, didn't you mention there was like some this was a while back. Didn't you mention there being like some app or website or something that like basically reduces most latency for like musicians and stuff?
There is, yeah. There's a couple programs that I know of. I think Sync Room or Light Sync Room or something like that is used a lot in Japan. But there's also Jack Trip and Sonobus as well. And it kind of varies on location. At a certain point, you're too far enough away that even light has latency. But like within like 5,000 miles or so, or and depending on like internet quality and stuff like that, you can get connections of latency like down to 18 milliseconds or like 50 milliseconds and stuff. 50 milliseconds is enough that it's negligible. 30 milliseconds is like ideal. Like anything under 30 milliseconds, it's hardly noticeable. Generally with like Discord and stuff, like I'll find 500 milliseconds or 100 plus milliseconds and stuff. That's
Yeah,
when it starts to get really disruptive.
With Discord, there's about a 5-second delay when you're chatting with people.
Yeah.
That's why it's so
5
easy to
seconds
cut
might be a little bit
Brian off
much.
mid-conversation.
5 seconds might be much, but yeah, there are programs that you can definitely try and stuff like that. And I had varying levels of success with it. Like I've had people in my state that I've been able to like kind of jam out with a bit, and also people a couple states away. I think like maybe 2,000 miles or something out. And I don't exactly have the best internet either. I don't have Ethernet cable. I don't have a separate internet, or we don't have fiber and stuff. I'm sure like with better internet and stuff like that, you can get even better results.
Also, hi Spy, congratulations on being first. You've done it.
If you really want to jam out with people, then there's a, I'm sure there's a, is the music scene pretty big in your area, Vari, or?
Oh, I'm in Toronto. Music scene's huge in the city.
There you go. Yeah, so
I just don't have time to make friends or commit to like being in a band or jamming on a regular basis.
on a regular basis is fair. I used to jam every every Thursday, I think, Wednesday, with a college friend of mine for a while, and I wasn't good. He knew music theory. He kept trying to get me to do music theory. He kept trying to teach me, and I just refused because I didn't get it. I just didn't get it. But I learned the songs he wanted me to learn, and I just played, and he followed along.
Boba!
So that's my only experience with jamming.
Bryce says Boba.
Ah,
Boba is wife
don't you know I
material.
love him?
Boba!
True.
I love him, and I miss him.
Boba-C.
I love him.
Boba,
like-
please.
I guess say hi to the other losers in the chat.
Boba.
And by chat, I mean
I heard
Asikama,
everything.
Pussy, and Leo.
Tell Boba she's a crackhead.
I feel so special
Wait,
right
tell
now.
Bobo what now?
Tell her
What?
she's a crackhead.
Leo says you're a crackhead.
You know what?
Yo,
Fair,
I don't
actually.
do crack, I do man. Kidding. Right.
But yeah, so that friend of mine, he actually had a kid and had to move away, so I no longer had anybody to jam with. He was my only really musical outlet at the time. That was actually the only reason I learned any new songs at all. Otherwise, I'd be playing maybe the one song ever, and would never expand from there. So it was a really good creative outlet and musically for me, having him around. He was also a game
So
developer,
you're
so
saying you also had a friend that fostered good music, but then left you out to dry.
The emotional trauma in this game.
He can't help.
Absolutely.
He could not help having a child, and that's fine.
How dare he become a sex haver? Fucking sex haver.
The fucking
We've
sex having
already
girl
confirmed that
kisser.
I'm a virgin.
So true, bestie.
No, you guys, don't say that.
As a fellow virgin, I sympathize.
Stop. But yeah,
Leo's over here being judgmental of our virgin ways.
I'm not being judgmental at all. What do you mean?
Leo, let us be. Come on.
Yeah, just let us not get our rocks off.
Oh my god, whatever. You want me to be mean? I'll be mean. Not right now though.
So nice, so kind, Leo. So considerate of us.
Yeah, being mean doesn't work for me right now. Maybe at a later time, and maybe tomorrow.
Maybe
That works for
tomorrow,
you.
just, yeah, it's, you know, I'll get around to it eventually.
I would
Okay.
never consider myself a mean person. I just consider myself a shit. Just like a little shit, you know?
Just a tiny little shit.
Right.
Speaking of playing with a band as well, I mean it wasn't a band, it was just me and that one guy, and that's all I ever had. And we at one point tried to look for a drummer. That was not happening.
Leo's experience with that one other guy.
Stop.
Sorry.
I was like,
It was right
you're
there.
laughing, you're laughing. I know this is a stupid joke.
It was right there.
It's right there. Fine, it's fine.
You're hanging out with me. I'm the gay melon. You have to be made fun of by the gay melon if you've trapped yourself into a gay joke.
We have all learned a lot about Leo and Panda.
I feel like a lot of the things that you guys learn is just entirely made up in your own head. Fuck. But
Listen, you're the one saying it, Leo, not us. So
Good point.
so we tried to find like a drummer, and that certainly wasn't happening. We were like the only musicians in the area,
But also,
in our school rather.
can you do an
So I learned
activation
Fruity
sound?
Loops. I just put like a
What?
drum,
Give
a
me an
drum,
activation sound.
like just drum backing together, and I would just play it straight out of my amp, and that was a really interesting experience.
Sorry, I missed a little bit of that, Leo. I'm sorry.
No worries, it's fine. We didn't have a drummer, so I learned Fruity Loops to make drum tracking, to actually play in a kind of band.
So is that what first got you into using music software?
Yeah, actually, that was my very first time ever using any kind of music software. Is a pirated copy of Fruity Loops to make like drum tracks for
Yo
for
ho
myself.
ho!
Yeah, sailing the high seas, you know.
Drinking that rum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You
But
heard
it
it
was-
here. Leo loves.
I love committing crimes. What the heck? Why was that the first thing that came out of your mouth?
I don't know. I couldn't think of a funny joke.
Yo ho
are you
ho,
saying
he
it's
loves
wrong
men.
to love men, Leo?
Don't do this. Okay. All right.
Leo, are you saying it's not okay to be gay?
Pass me the water meat.
Oh, we killed Leo. No,
No,
Leo did a
Oh.
magic trick.
Leo just muted to say fuck Mari.
The worst. The worst. Oh, sorry. I'm clipping.
System.
I'm sorry. I'm just. Yeah.
Leo,
Distracted.
if you want more help and to get it out of your system, remember you always have a guitar pick to chew on.
Oh, yeah.
True.
And it's also very good for smoking cessation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say something about that, but now that we're on this gay train, I'm not really sure if I want to say it anymore.
Holy shit, Leo, you're on the gay train?
I'm always on the gay
I
train.
mean, I've been on the gay train. Like, it's great. I've been here this whole time, but
Look,
like
I'm just
you're
I'm
joining me? Let's go.
I'm just testing out the waters. I want to see how it is, you know, if it's a smooth ride or if it's a rocky ride or a rough ride. You know what I mean?
It depends on what you like.
I mean, I'm not gonna continue this anyway. Anyway. But yeah, that's my experience. Playing with other people and playing in a band. It was just this man trying to get me to learn music theory, and me totally refusing.
So what about you, Prime? Did you ever play with other people?
My fucking god.
I mean, I played with my friends in high school, and that was when I like played the most and stuff. I don't know if we actually like played together. Well, no, there was a couple times where we played together, and stuff. And like maybe once or twice during like a festival, in college. But other than that, no. And I would love to. Right now, like I wish that I had someone in my local area that I could just like play music with and like sing and like hang out with and stuff. So I need it.
Very fun. It's very fun, and I miss it a lot. Absolutely.
Would also help me with timing, probably. I'm really bad at timing.
So, I got really bad at timing because the drummer... Oh, I'm not great at timing even now, but the drummer in my last band needed to play with a metronome. It was pretty brutal at times. We'd be playing a show live, and like, I'd listen to it back, and I'd skip from like the first 10 seconds of the song to the last 10 seconds of the song, and they'd be completely different tempos.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Like,
no.
not even close. And this is me throwing shade.
You're allowed at this point, right? How long has it been?
Oh, it's been like, fuck, it's been like, how old was I? I would have been, it's been 10 years, I think, since the last time I played a show.
Oh man. That's something I want to do. Like, I really want to play like a live show, but I know I would like totally just like fuck it up.
Just do go to like open mic nights and stuff like that. It's a good way to like practice and like get the nerves out for it.
Last time I tried an open mic night at a friend's place. It wasn't a friend's place. It was actually my girlfriend at the time's friend. They told her that I was annoying. So I kind of have a bad experience with open mics.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't talk to them anymore. Obviously, I don't know why they disliked me so much. It wasn't like I did anything.
Well, were you being annoying?
I don't feel like I was being annoying, but apparently I was. I don't know. Apparently I was. You know, you never really know, right? You never really know if you're annoying or
Press
not.
0.
Because this is like
I don't think you're annoying, Leo. I think you're easy to tease, but I don't think
What
you're
kind
annoying.
of ghetto is this?
To be fair, also I've also matured as a person, so
Yeah, me too.
thanks, Indomitable, appreciate it. But yeah, no, it's that was my experience with open mic, right? Is they were just doing it at their home, and I was like, you know what, I know how to play this song, and but I was so nervous when I played it, so yeah.
That sucks though. If that's like your first exposure to playing music live, is just someone being like, "Oh, you sound annoying." It's like, well, I guess I'm never gonna play music again.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you,
that
guy.
would probably be my experience too.
Yeah, I mean, I did play.
What were you saying?
I didn't play guitar very often after that. It was a very sad experience for me.
Yeah,
because I really liked them.
Absolutely.
I liked them a lot, you know.
Absolutely demoralizing.
Yeah, it really sucked to just like, because I really enjoyed their company, and it really sucked to hear that from them. And so my ex is a bitch anyway. So.
Yeah, fuck her.
Yeah, fuck her.
Fuck her. Hey, Leo.
Yeah.
Fuck her.
Yeah, fuck her. I heard she's doing badly, and I'm glad. Anyway.
Vindictive. We love it.
I did play once on like in front of a live audience. And it was for my cousin's wedding. This was like back in 2019. And it was like the only time I played in front of like a lot of people. And her favorite song, her and her husband's favorite song was, it was a song by Mark Anthony. And so I originally, I had about a month to learn the song on guitar. It's not on guitar. I made the full arrangement on guitar. And I was originally going to play it, gonna make like a classical guitar arrangement. And I was 2 weeks in, and it was pretty hard. It was like very rough, and I realized that I wasn't gonna have enough time to be able to play it well enough.
Holy shit.
What do you say?
Sorry, there's a redeem on my channel called Pikmin. It's basically just an hour of Pikmin, but in silence. Ignore me.
No, I've actually been lurking in some of your streams just to have enough to be able to redeem it, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, fuck off, Prime. Not two. God. I have them on a fucking cooldown, so I don't get more than one of them per stream. Okay, so before I put them on cooldown and bumped up the price a little bit, I got 8 in one stream, all redeemed within like 15 minutes of each other.
Oh, that's crazy, dude.
It was
what is it again?
fucking hell. What's that, Brian?
What is it again?
So it's 1 hour. It's 1 hour of Pikmin noises.
Oh man.
Sorry, 1 hour of silence interrupted by Pikmin noises.
That's pretty fun.
At random intervals.
It is my favorite redeem.
Yeah.
That's
And the more that
Case
you
in
redeem
fucking
it, the
point.
more often it comes up.
I love that.
So I put it on a timer so it couldn't be constantly abused, but Prime apparently managed to abuse it. Fuck you, Prime.
Wait, how does that even happen?
just waited.
The timer's up. I think it's every 30 minutes it can be redeemed again, and each person can redeem it once per stream.
I have a similar thing on my channel. It hasn't been redeemed yet, but I have a redeem. One of the redeems on cooldown. I have 2 of them. One of them is the entire thing of Snapcube's fan dub, and it's where Eggman says Shadow is a bitch ass motherfucker, and he goes on a rant. Like, I have the whole thing, but I kept in mind that sometimes I would have collabs and it would interrupt what people are saying. So I'm like, I need to put this on a cooldown, and a lot of times I would even like take it off whenever I would have a collab. And the other one that I have on a cooldown is like I do a Stitch impression, which hasn't been redeemed yet, but like I have it on a cooldown so that
Can you chop us off a taste of that Stitch impression?
Sir, yeah, but Stitch impression.
Holy shit, that's fucking good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And thank you, Brian, for redeeming the Stitch impression. So I guess I have to do it now. But I basically I have to do this for about how do you say 5 minutes.
An hour?
And so I had this on cooldown, and I need to not
Okay, Stitch, I don't
strain
want to
my voice.
interrupt you,
Okay.
but this is a pretty good impression. Fucking nailing it.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited for your upcoming movie, by the way. Like, it looks really good. It looks really good.
Yeah. I'm going to see in theaters in a few weeks. I hope you all come see my movie. But
Holy shit, the live action Lilo Stitch is coming out soon?
Yeah.
yes.
I had no idea.
I typically don't like to see live action Disney films, but seeing how I love myself very much, I went to see this one. So I Stitch go see this movie. But getting back to what I was talking about earlier,
Yeah.
I had to Stitch had to essentially stop learning song and make different arrangement on electric guitar. And so I did
Okay, I'm sorry. I
basically-
can't take the story seriously. I can't do it. I'm trying, Z.
I basically what I did was I switched to electric guitar, and the only thing that I did was play the vocals on electric guitar rather than just like the whole song on classical. And I played along to a track, but the thing that had me extremely nervous was I've only ever used guitar amps to play like through my electrical guitar, and I had absolutely no idea what the sound equipment was like at her
Oh,
wedding.
Was it like a PA system type thing?
Yeah, it was a PA system. I didn't
okay.
know that you could use a PA system at the time for like plugging in your guitar. So like I would occasionally ask my cousin like, do you know if I can like play this and plug this in or whatever? And like I
Anything with a
still didn't
preamp?
know.
Anything with a preamp that can boost a line level, you can play a guitar through.
Yeah, I learned that at the wedding, but like I had a full-blown panic attack at the wedding like 5 minutes before I played the song because I genuinely, not because I was nervous to play the song, but because I didn't know if it would like plug in and like actually sound out.
Yeah, and you spent all that time practicing it too, so it's like, I spent all this time practicing it, I don't even know if I can play it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that sounds fucking stressful.
I like during that time I went out, so like I went to the bathroom really quick and like splashed some water on my face to like sort of like calm down. And then when I got back, I thought that I was gonna play through like the bassist's amp, but no, it was like through like the PA system. And so I played along to the song, and I was surprised at myself for like playing it all the way through and like being fine, and
dude.
like, my family cheered me on and stuff.
That's
And
awesome.
so it was like
That's
a really
awesome.
nice feeling. And there was a moment where I made one mistake, and thankfully literally no one caught on that I made a mistake. Like it was a how a lot of musicians say, like it was a mistake that sounded good.
You played an
So, like, Yeah,
you're
exactly.
You're playing jazz.
Basically.
Reform.
So I did that, and like I was still able to remain, like my stress levels increased significantly, but like I was able to like still remain calm and make it look like that was my intention, and I was fine.
Hell yeah.
I think the worst thing,
Then everyone else is just cheering you on.
yeah, no,
So the
that's
first-
exactly what I was
The
gonna
first
say.
gig I ever played, and I can't call it a gig because it was a fucking high school talent show, which I'm sure is where a lot of people played their first shows.
I'd still
But-
count it.
That was the first time I ever played music for a group of people. And we played Joker and the Thief by Wolfmother, and I was doing vocals. It was very fun. And I was so nervous, there was a stool behind me, and I sat down on the stool and did the entire thing staring at the ground.
Oh,
Well, I mean, if it helps, right?
yeah. If it helps. Were
Yeah.
you able to do just fine at least?
Oh, I got through the entire song. Absolutely. But, like, I was so nervous that I may as well have not, like, I disassociated so hard, I may as well have not even been there.
I have definitely had those moments.
Do you guys know Mitch Hedberg, the
No.
comedian?
No.
So he was a very, very good comedian, and he passed away years and years ago. But there's something like I watched his first few shows because he's hilarious, right? But what he does is he would stare at the ground when he was telling jokes, because I guess he was nervous, or that was just like how he remembered jokes. But he did that so often that he started wearing sunglasses, and then the sunglasses became his whole style at that point. Everyone's like, oh, Mitch Hedberg, the guy with glasses, right? So, and he did that because he always stared at the ground all the time. So that kind of reminds me of what you were saying, like, you know, you just dissociate it because that's how that's how you can perform. And he was like, yeah, if this is how I can make myself perform, I'm just gonna wear glasses so no one can see me.
Well, the fucking Pikmin. There are a lot of bands that are good that are shoegazers, right? Like, look at Foals. Foals are absolutely just shoegazers.
Oh, is that what
and
they're
they're amazing.
Shoegazers?
People that just basically stand still, they don't jump around on the stage or anything like that, and they stare at their shoes.
Yeah.
Like, there are a lot of extremely popular and talented musicians that don't necessarily have a big presence on stage, but their music speaks for them, right?
See, I don't know how people can do that, like jump around and stuff while they're playing.
It's actually, so I jump around after getting over my initial fear of being on stage. I started doing that, jumping around a lot. And I found that it actually helped me no longer be nervous.
Really?
Like, I would be nervous otherwise if I wasn't constantly in motion.
Interesting.
Enjoy your lurk. The fucking Pikmin, holy shit.
I don't
It
even
just
have this.
punctuates any conversation.
I don't even have this happen when. I mean, I might. I just don't typically perform in front of people. But even like in I literally did it just now. Whenever I have a conversation with someone and I have to like think about something, I typically look up, and like I might look like a bit like a weirdo, but like if I don't look up, I can't concentrate. Like, it's basically like my way of like concentrating on like what I have to say.
You know what taught me? This is not related to music at all, but related to a confidence thing, which I took what you just said as a confidence thing, Z.
Mhm.
You know what taught me how to look people in the eyes and like be more relaxed in conversations?
What?
Do you remember that show 16?
Yes.
Oh
16, life is
yeah.
sweet when you're growing up so fast. That song, that one? There was an episode where they took this character that was supposedly like the loser character and like spent the entire episode trying to like instill confidence and like teach him the ways of the cool person. And I watched that and I was like, holy shit, you just have to like stand up straight, unball your fists, and like look people in the eye.
I am very weird with eye contact. I rarely look at people in like sometimes I will, but I basically don't know what to do with my eyes. Like
I'm the opposite. I do too much eye contact. It's unsettling.
Oh, Vari, me
Like,
too.
it actually, it like, I've had people say like, could you stop staring at me? I was like, why? But we're having a conversation.
My cousin
I've had the
actually...
same happen, but not because of a conversation, but because I've so lost in like my own thoughts that I will stare at someone without
you'll zone out into
realizing
them?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like
I used to zone out into people all the fucking time.
Oh,
That is
no.
100% an ADHD thing.
My cousin does this thing where when she's talking to people, she blinks, right? No, sorry, not talking. When someone talks to her.
Holy shit, she blinks?
No, stop.
Damn.
she blinks at people.
Holy
What?
fuck.
No, stop. Let me
I
finish
don't
my
know
sentence,
if they
damn it.
blink.
Fake,
Yes, the
fake
worst.
alien, real human.
she blinks sometimes. No, when she's listening to people, like she makes it look like she's listening by blinking.
Wait, I heard that.
And then I heard that too.
Yeah, I think that came through on your end, Leo.
Huh?
Oh my god.
Like, I think your loop back is now playing my Pikmin through
the
Discord for
hell?
other
Let's
people.
go! I love it. Now it's for both of us. It's all for all of us. No, so she closes her eyes, and then opens her eyes real wide like a doll, and she has really big eyes too, and she just stares at you as you talk. She's like,
That's
she wants to make
unsettling.
sure that you know that she's listening.
That's super unsettling.
It is a little unsettling, but she has really pretty eyes, so I guess.
Well, there's that.
Yeah.
But that's
But-
so fucking unsettling.
Yeah. I think on my journey to become more confident after high school. Yeah, exactly. my
Everyone with scopophobia in chat is dying.
What is scopophobia?
The fear of being looked at with intent.
Oh.
Oh, a lot of people with that could never play Kirby games.
I've never heard
Because
of it before.
a lot of enemies are just like a single massive eye.
Oh,
Wait, do they have
yeah.
that same fear like looking at like dolls and stuff, or like plushies? Because they also have like their eyes just wide open.
The only person that I know with Scopo is only with human people. It doesn't necessarily apply to. Holy shit!
Pikmins?
Getting the double Pikmin.
Doesn't apply to
I'm getting
getting
it from
Pikmins.
Leo and from myself
Oh,
now.
no.
Oh my god, Leo, fuck off! Not again. Why?
It's 15 minutes, by the way.
Why do you all hate me so much?
It's 15 minutes.
I hate this. It's not 15 minutes, it's an hour, Leo. Fuck.
Well, no, it's 15 minutes a cooldown.
The cooldown is 15 minutes.
Oh, you're figuring it out? Figuring out how long the cooldown is? Fuck. I'm gonna actually disable it for the rest of the stream.
No.
You can only do it once anyway.
Do you like refund us? Because I paid for the full hour.
It's true.
No, I'm not disabling what's already been redeemed. I'm just disabling the redemption, the ability to redeem it.
I'm really glad I got in there before the tariffs then.
Yeah. Yeah, the tariffs.
25% on Pikmins. Yeah, I'm gonna increase the price
Let's
to
go.
10,000.
So on my journey to like learn to be more confident after high school, really like that's one of the things that it involved is to make more eye contact, and when I'm walking, don't look at the floor.
Yeah, that's
so
a
I've
big
been doing
one.
that a
Don't
lot
look
of
at the floor.
Sorry.
That's a big one. Not looking at the floor.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
did
because
that
like, when
all
you're
the time in
walking,
middle
you
school.
was that?
I did that all the time in middle school, just staring at the floor when I walked anywhere.
I did that in high school a lot, and yeah, it's just
Yeah,
like
middle school is when I saw that episode of 16.
yo.
Fucking, that show gave me confidence. I owe my entire confidence to the show 16 on the Cartoon Network. I don't think it was on Cartoon Network actually.
I think it was on.
I think it was. Are you sure? I think it was.
We had it on Teletoon, I think, but I
Oh,
don't
that's
know
right, you're
what
Canadian.
the American equivalent for Teletoon is.
I'm pretty sure it was on Cartoon Network, at least in the US.
It may have been. I don't know. It's one of those shows that get tossed around. Like Johnny Test's also Canadian, and you know what?
But I know what you mean, because whenever I would go on vacation to the Dominican Republic, some cartoons were on different networks that they weren't on in the US.
Mhm. I blame the U.S. and the tariffs.
You blame the
Yeah.
tariffs from like several years in the future. Understood.
Yeah, it's 100% the tariffs.
Absolutely.
Agree. Same thing. But yeah, I stare at people too much. I don't break eye contact, and I wait till they break eye contact, and then I break eye contact.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's
But
a good method.
is it? Is it?
It could be very
That's
unsettling.
like-
I think.
that's like-
I mean,
that's
based on
very
what
dominant,
you're saying,
isn't it?
I would think. I don't know.
Oh, Leo, you're a very dominant person.
I try to be.
You sure you
yeah.
like being made fun of?
I don't. Like it's because I'm so confident that you can make fun of me as much as you want to.
Absolutely.
Yeah. There's no shame.
Holy shit, the triple Pikmin is fucking killing me.
Love it.
It's
Just
I can't
randomly
say a
turn your
fucking word.
just randomly turn off your like sound like at random intervals, and you might just mute it in time.
The fact that it's coming in from Leo too, it's like 6 Pikmin redeems at the same time, which isn't my record, but is still annoying as hell.
It's such a fun redeem, dude. I love it.
Yeah, I enjoy it too.
Let's go.
Are you? Is anybody like? Oh, Brian, are you full girl now?
I was literally just about to mention that.
We got Brian
Am I what?
on our hands.
You were
Wait, what
full
happened?
icon for a second ago.
Wait, what? Now your food
you're
is
like-
not reacting.
Wait, are you not thighs anymore? No, you're thighs.
Are
You're
you-
still thighs.
yeah, thighs.
No,
you're
but,
still,
like,
you're still
thighs.
naughty
When-
thighs.
I'm
When-
thighs, guys.
Thighs, guys. High five, thighs.
Guys.
Leo knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah. Is there anything that you
Oh
guys
yeah,
have
yeah, my
been
muted image.
learning?
Wait, what's your muted image? Mute. Go
Uh,
mute.
Okay.
Do it. Mute.
Uh.
Oh hell yeah, thighs.
There we go.
Okay.
It's just more thighs.
What's
Just
nice.
more thighs.
Is there anything you guys are like learning right now? For the charity event, I literally have been learning 3 new songs that I never thought I would ever learn. So
I'm learning all of the songs that I'm supposed to sing for the charity event. I apparently just picked a bunch. Actually, you know what? No, I played Over the Rainbow before. And what's the other one? Big Yellow Taxi is very easy, which is nice. The fucking Pikmin. I can't say a fucking thing. What was the What a Wonderful World is the only one I've never played before, so I'm gonna have to spend some time learning it properly.
Laura, you doing that?
Oh,
song?
I actually tried learning that on harmonica.
Was that Leo? You were saying something?
Huh?
I heard the harmonica thing, but Leo was about to accuse me of something. I
No.
felt it in my bones.
I said,
I didn't
I said that I
accuse you.
tried learning.
I was
I
just
tried
saying,
learning What a Wonderful World on harmonica.
like
Cool.
the vocals of it through harmonica.
Yeah.
I was I was telling Chunsa she should learn What a Wonderful World. Are you gonna sing it, Mari?
I've got eyes of red.
I love it.
Roses do. And I said to myself, what a wonderful world. Wait, yeah, I gotta really get into it. And I said, I gotta have some water, one sec.
Oh no.
And I said to myself, what a wonderful world.
Oh my god.
It's symbolic of the air quality going down as the environment goes away, and so like we struggle to breathe. It's beautiful performance.
I needed that.
I have the same thing happen whenever I try to sing AC/DC with the raspy voice.
It just makes you die,
Yeah.
makes you perspire. Fair enough.
Zitama, have you ever joined Rhymes karaoke?
I have been wanting to. It's typically at a time where I'm not able to because I typically pretty much everyone else in the house is sleeping.
Do it anyway.
No, I'm not
usually-
trying to get kicked.
Usually I try to alternate it so that it's like morning or night and stuff. So because I help some people that
Morning,
are
I'm
over.
also morning. I'm typically sleeping.
Alright, that's all good.
I feel like I should get on there more. I don't get on there often enough.
I don't either. When Rhyme does it
Christ,
late
I
at night
quit.
though, I've joined in like once or twice, but I don't do it in the mornings because I'm just like spending the whole time thinking about getting coffee.
How can I get the hot bean Java Go juice in my mouth as quickly as possible?
Right now. Exactly.
Right now, I need it in me.
Dude, I have to drink caffeine. Otherwise I just cannot function.
I'm just not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say
I just gotta
anything.
get the juice in my mouth, you know? I have to every morning.
What? How about?
What?
Huh?
I typically in like in situations like this in real life, I would just straight up say something incredibly degenerate. But I'm on stream and with you, Vari, and I don't think I should do that.
Wait, were you gonna comment on what I had said earlier?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, this is why I tried to say nothing. I actually thought no one picked that up.
Oh no.
Wait, picked what up? I'm very lost right now.
Nothing.
We're
Don't
having our
worry
own
about it.
conversation,
We don't have to talk about it anymore.
Oh, okay.
It's just we're just talking about the hot
Someone
bean
said
juice
pick,
out of
what?
my mouth. That's all.
Peg?
Yes.
Pick, I think.
Are you eating your pick?
That's
No,
a good
wait,
Wait, Brian, you smoke?
are Pikmin made of picks? Is that why you have that redeemed? So you
Are you
it's
saying
because
that I
that's
eat
their namesake?
Pikmin?
You said you eat picks, but I guess you didn't specify what type of picks. Wait, no, I guess
You
you,
know
you
what?
might have, but
Valid.
maybe it could just be somewhere along the same line.
We have totally derailed, guys.
Is this, are we
Yes.
here to stream and talk about music or
No. It's just
Thighs,
for
right?
ADHD
Yeah, we
people
haven't
talking
talked
about whatever.
a single thing about thighs since the beginning of the stream. We like derailed
To be fair,
immediately.
We haven't said one thing about thighs.
when we started stream, I started streaming with me just like upside down, feet first, thighs in the air. So
Eyes in
maybe
the
I
air
should
would
just do
make
the
you
rest
just
of the
don't
stream
care.
like this.
Mari,
This
your
is
shorts are
perfect. Here
getting
we go.
so short.
Oh my god. I just saw.
Yeah, the 2.0 model's gonna go hard.
Perfect.
Oh,
I really like the,
Vari, I
the
have
chest
good
thing
news
you have.
for you.
It's pretty cool.
For next stream, I'm able to redeem Pikmin, so you're welcome.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy about that. Yay! This is great. We're all really happy.
So
I
Zizama,
love that for me.
are you going to play do like a guitar stream at any point in time?
Wait, who?
You. Because you're the only one who has
Me?
Yeah.
I want to, cause like at first, I've mainly wanted to like play along to songs, like on electric guitar, and I never figured out how to do. Like I know of the method how to do it, but I never really used any software like with guitar and that stuff before. Like I know the only thing I use is for the amp, but like I haven't used like any recording software.
Why not just mic your amp? That's what I do.
Cause it would be extremely loud. I tried it once. I actually did like off stream. I recorded to see what it sounded like, and it was just like too loud and crunchy. So it
Too much
definitely did
distortion,
not
maybe?
work.
There's a cable that you can get that's just directly from your PC to your guitar. It's like
Yeah, that's what I
to,
use.
USB.
That's what I use.
And it's just a lot of noise. Have you tried like running it through a program like
like-
FL Studio or something?
No, that's what I'm saying. I haven't tried that. Like I haven't tried.
Yeah,
to
try
record it that
FL
way.
Studio, because FL Studio has a bunch of presets and stuff. Like if you plug it in, like not only can you like make your own stuff, but like it also has like 100 presets that are like different things. Like there's some that are like for arpeggios, or like there's some for like acoustic playing, or there's some that are literally named like off-brand musics. Like for example, one is called Insanity Train, which is basically just the same settings that you would use if you were to play like Crazy Train or something.
That's kind of cool.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
The other thing I could do potentially would be on ukulele, make some arrangements, and just play it off of that. Which I guess I hadn't really thought of too much, but that would be like
Crazy?
the
That was
other
crazy once. Put me in a
potentially
room full of rats.
potential thing to
Rats
do.
make me crazy. The fucking Pikmin.
Speaking of,
I am literally going crazy. Holy
was it the
fucking
Pikmin that
shit.
drove you crazy?
No, it was Spy's comment.
No, I
Can't
know,
believe
I
this fucking
saw.
Bullshit.
I use
Can't
voice
do it.
meter for the guitar.
I tried using voice meter. I found it was giving me latency.
What's voice meter?
It's an audio splitter. It is. You have to tweak a lot of it. But that's the thing. I really like these programs that allow you a lot of control. So usually you have to tweak a lot for it to work the way you want it to work. But because of that, you can get so much control.
Yeah, that's I think why I didn't really like Voicemeeter so much, is that it felt like too much finicky bullshit to get it to work the way I wanted to.
Yeah.
So whenever I'm doing covers, I'll just monitor through my audio interface, to be honest.
You can try Sonar. That's the one that I use because Voicemeeter was a little bit too complicated for me. Also,
Did you disconnect the stove?
no, I didn't. Also, like the interface, like literally would not fit my computer, and I couldn't make it smaller. Like Voicemeeter Potato, like took up the entire screen and then some.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
I have 4
And also-
computers. I have a whole like Navy
The
submarine like monitor system. I'm all good.
The Flex.
The problem is
But
I
then
can't
also,
move
like,
it
I had-
anywhere.
Oh my god. But I had problems where like if I had Voicemeeter open, I could hear nothing else that wasn't channeled through Voicemeter.
Oh yeah, that's true. But like again, if you set it up, and you have to set it up to work properly, it works just fine. And the only reason I even use it is so I can split up for stream, and that fucked up recently. So, so
Hey, maybe you should check out a SteelSeries Sonar.
I already did. I hate it. I
Okay.
liked it. I liked it, but then it didn't. It was so like what's the word? It was so
No more.
what's the word?
Sorry.
Foolproof? Yeah, it's just like, oh yeah, if you want to do this thing, it's super easy. Just go in here and just do this and you're good. And I'm like, but I want to do something else. And they're like, no, you're not allowed to do that though. And I'm like, what? Why not? Which is why I went back to Voicemeeter, because I liked what it was, Sonar. But when I wanted to do something else, it wouldn't let me do it. So I swapped back over. Sorry, Brian. I know you liked it a lot, but
No, it's alright. I'm not married to it. But
this is
I'm
what my
so
guitar-
fucking upset.
alternatives
Holy
if
shit,
people-
I've never heard Brian so upset before. Holy shit.
It's crazy.
but alternatives
Leo,
for
get outta
for
here, he's
people
gonna
if
beat
they
you up.
Don't beat me up, please.
Oh, I have a question for y'all. Do you guys have more than one guitar? What guitars do y'all have?
Do you want me? No, I'm not gonna start. I'll be talking for a while.
I can start because I probably have the least. I have 3 guitars. I have a pink one that is a Squire. It's one of my first electric guitars, and the reason, please, I'm doing something. Anyway, it's one of my first guitars, and it's all pink. And I got it because I saw it on the brochure. And my friend got
Oh,
me
I love
pink strings
something
as
like
well,
that.
so this thing's just all pink.
Oh shit! Wait, can you
Yeah.
send a picture of it in the chat? I mean,
Yeah, I can send a bunch of stuff later.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I have pink pink picks as well, because of that's my favorite color is pink. And I have my other Fender. I forget what it's a Sunburst though, because I was really into the Beatles, so I got that. That was my first guitar I bought with my own money, so that was pretty cool.
Oh.
And
That's
I have my first acoustic, that is a black guitar, because that was my second ever guitar, I think. It was the first one after my training one, which I gave to a friend of mine because she was learning guitar as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but just those 3 guitars I have on hand. Also a ukulele that my cousin gave me from Finland.
Oh shit.
So all of my instruments I bought for myself, mostly when I was younger and in high school, and not needing to pay rent, because rent is expensive. The only one I fucking Pikmin. It's really hard to focus. I'll have you know. The only God fucking damn it. I hate you all with the fucking Pikmin redeem.
I'm only
the
getting
only one
one
I
on
didn't
this
buy
side.
myself is my electric, which which I talked about earlier. I have a Washburn acoustic. That was the first acoustic I bought for myself. I have a resonator that I don't use very often. I have an acoustic bass. I have my Fender ukulele. Looking around my room, I have my violin. I guess that
play
doesn't really
violin.
count as a guitar. I don't play violin well. And I have a bass downstairs and another acoustic guitar downstairs and another electric guitar downstairs. Most of them don't have stories, to be honest. They're just things that I picked up over the years. The only ones that really the only one that really has a story, fucking Pikmin. The only one that really has a story is my first electric guitar that I got.
What's the story?
I said it earlier. It's the one from my uncle.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Oh,
sorry.
right.
Oh yeah.
Ignoring me, not listening to
No,
my
I'm
stories.
Not paying attention,
Not
Leo.
caring about my stories.
I care about your story.
No. There's just so many guitars. You kind of got confused. You know.
It's true. Yeah.
It was never named. Do you name your instruments? Do all of them have names, Furry?
I used to.
There's a few that have names. My electric's name is Bruce. I have my acoustic bass is named Michelle. And that's pretty much it, actually.
The
Everything
only
else doesn't
one-
have a name.
I used to name them, and the only one I can remember right now is my Les Paul, and I gave the name Paulina because it's simple enough. 'Cause the Paul.
Nice.
Yep.
But
I like it.
Only one of my guitars has
That
a
one-
name, and I don't want to talk about it.
I want to talk about
What's the
it.
name?
Wait,
Wait, what's
I
the
want to
name?
talk about
I
it
don't want to
though.
talk about it.
We're opening up. Laura, what?
No, I don't want to talk about it. I don't think I should.
It's probably something like Harder Daddy.
I'll
what I think
I'll
it's
message you
gonna be.
guys about it, but I don't think I should talk about it.
Yeah,
it's
no,
not,
totally just
it's a
Harder
harder daddy.
It's totally
Sorry, that
Harder
just
Daddy.
registered.
Next time Leo plays guitar on stream, I'm just gonna yell out Harder Daddy.
So so I had my of course the mandolin, which I think we sold or something. There's the first act guitar, which I got at 7th grade, and I sold that when I moved. It's like a bit smaller acoustic guitar with steel strings. My sister had a classical guitar that was kind of like smaller as well. And I love playing with that thing. Eventually, I want to get another classical, like a classical for
guitars are
myself.
so much
I love
fun to
classical
play.
guitars.
They sound so good. They sound so warm, especially for like more what I'm like eventually doing and stuff. But then in high school, I bought another. My dad bought me another guitar, which I still have till now. And unfortunately, it broke a couple times.
No.
One time when the guitar the case like kind of broke. Like one of the straps broke, and it kind of like did a full pendulum swing and kind of smacked into the ground. So the head of the guitar broke, and I got it repaired, and then it kind of broke again when someone knocked it over, and so but then that time like I kind of repaired it myself with some wood glue and stuff. But I was like, this guitar has done pretty well for a while now. I kind of want to retire it. So I kind of set it aside for a bit. Like it's pretty rough. It's been broken a couple times. The ninth fret is like dead. And like one of the tuning pegs is also kind of like broken. So I have to use a plier every single time I tune it. But I still love how it sounds. It sounds really warm. And it sounds really nice. I keep it in drop D tuning, or like not drop D, but like fully full step down.
It does.
And I like picking it up and playing it a lot. Yeah. So I have that one that I still play a lot. Even like recently, the other guitar, the G string, kind of got stripped away. I've been playing the that first guitar a lot. So it's an Epiphone, and it's a Sunburst. It's named. I think I should be okay to name it. It's named Nelther, because originally I wasn't sure if I wanted to go with Chelsea or Heather. I don't know why. But I was
So you just mashed
like,
up
what
the
if I just
two? Fucking powerful.
Yeah, well, yeah, but then it was like, okay, where did the N come from? But like I was like, well, I don't know what to name it. Like maybe I should name it like Chelder or something like that, or like or like yeah, whatever. And then like when my friend was like, hey, yeah, you should name it after me. I was like, nah, sure or not. So I put the first letter of her name in there, and just like called it Nelder. So her name started with an N. That's so sweet though. So around college or so, I was really into K-On, which is like
show.
an anime.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so like I really got into like electric guitar and like stuff like that. And I was like, I've been learning guitar for a while now. I deserve a guitar, maybe like an electric. So I got it. And
what's the show?
so
You
that
said
one
you-
is
I
named
deserve a guitar?
Daphne. I'm sorry.
It said you watched K-On! And it said I deserve a guitar.
I deserve this.
Is that what you said?
Also,
Yeah. I know.
that Yui girl is real cute.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, cheers. But so I have like the same, like it looks like her guitar except for the white rim. So that one's also an Epiphany. Kind of like same guitar like maker, just like different parts and different whatever. And so that one's named Daphne. And then
I'm surprised you didn't go with Yui on that one.
Yeah,
no,
actually.
And then when my I guess second guitar like broke and I wanted to retire it, I got a cutaway guitar on Amazon. There's like no markings on there at all.
Wait, what's a cutaway guitar?
Holy shit.
It's
Des, that was a good timing.
Wait, what happened? Are you good?
Sorry, I gave Leo bedroom eyes and then Des dropped a pipe on me.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
it's like when you have like a full body guitar is like it's like a pear shape, right? A cutaway is like in the lower half, like where like the higher strings are. There's like a shape cut out of it. And yeah, so it's cut away from the main body, but it allows you to like play more like notes down there.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like most, yeah. So like most acoustics are like they'll be like full body and stuff like that. Most electric guitars already have that cutaway. But like yeah, an acoustic with a cutaway is just that. So
My electric acoustic was like
but that one's not named at all because like there's actually like if I look at it, if I like scrounge through the entirety of the guitar, even if I check like my buy history, I can't for the life of me figure out what the brand or the name of the guitar is. So people are like, oh, what type of guitar is that? I was like, if I know. So I haven't named it yet, but maybe I'm thinking about like maybe making it like a dumb reward, like for a stream or like a charity or whatever, that like people can name my guitar. I don't know.
Dude,
like-
stream is at this point. Stream is gonna control your whole damn life.
Really, truly. And then I have this tiny little $1 guitar that I got as well.
The $1 guitar redeem. Rip us off something,
Yeah.
Brian.
That's right.
Play as a $1 guitar redeem song.
Oh, it's not in tune. That's not what we're looking for. The joke was I played through the fire and flames on it.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
All right, the art's
Yeah.
done. I've done the art. I'm gonna send it to all of you.
Hey,
I
Hey,
love
yo,
it. It's
let's
so
go.
cute.
Oh, you cook so fast.
You did an awesome
Yeah,
job,
I also
Brian.
have a violin when I got into violin a while back. And I think like a $5 ukulele that's not really in tune. That Boba got me.
I just saved this file.
I saw
as
the string
art.
once at least.
It's the most pretentious shit I've ever done.
I fucking love that.
I think
Yeah,
it's really
let's
cute.
go.
What do you mean?
Especially with Leo kissing
Leo.
Brian in the back and then me just chewing
Got
on
those
his
bedroom eyes.
Look, man.
knee.
The two human-looking people are just like, yeah, we're here, yeah, and then the two non-humans were just like, just doing.
Aye.
I eat pig.
Z's just eating
I
a
kissed a
pig.
boy.
Yum 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 yum.
It's stupid. I love it. It's really cute though.
You mind if I share it on my
Yeah.
end really quick, Vari?
Feel free. Feel free.
Are you gonna post it, Vari?
Yeah, I'll post it here. I'll throw it up.
I'll
If you
repost
wanna
it when
retweet
you
it or
redo it.
whatever. I'm not freaking coloring it in though. That's way too much work.
Whatever. It looks good as is.
Our cover album brand.
Wait, where did I save it? Huh? What?
But yeah, songs that we're learning.
Blind.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. There's one song I really want to play. For the charity stream was "Waiting on the World to Change."
Wait, no.
I'm trying to get the solo down.
Yo, no, you do
and
a
it's just-
solo.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get used to the snap because so there's a really cool cover of it on YouTube by Emily Roque. It only has like 500 views, which is insane because it's such a good cover. Like there's like harmonics at the start and stuff like that. So I took a lot of inspiration from that. But yeah, like there's a couple of weird chord snaps that like I have to really get used to in order to like kind of play it decently. So there's that, and then there's I'm trying to like follow an arrangement by Tepe for monitoring as well. So those are the two main ones that I'm practicing.
Actually, I had this thought earlier today when I was driving to and from work. Actually, all the songs that you guys remember, I feel like you remember a lot, and I've seen Brian's list as well. Like, how do you guys keep all these in your head? I can't remember more than like 5 songs at a time.
I don't remember any of the songs that I play.
Oh,
I don't either.
I
There's a lot
I
of
just open
songs.
up Ultimate Guitar,
Oh.
as pre-discussed.
Yeah.
There's a lot of songs that
I
I have
see.
to relearn. And a lot of songs don't have a tab, and I learned by ear completely. So I basically have to try to remember how it went, and I just like slowly get there. Also, I had ads, so like I put the Vari's art on my stream. So like if anyone is wondering why I randomly have an image on there, it's Vari made it on her stream.
mm-hmm.
But
It's our cover album band.
yeah,
The boy kissers.
yeah, because there's
It's Vari and the Boy Kissers.
Mario and the boy kissers.
oh my god.
Why does that have such a ring to it?
It has a really fucking
love
good
it.
ring to it.
I was gonna say that's how you know we're a gay band, but I think 3 of us are heterosexual.
Well, I mean, I can't call myself a boy kisser. Well, I
It's
mean,
true. It's true.
Yeah, I think people are really good at remembering like music and stuff in general. Like a lot of times, like when you hear a song on the radio and you just hear the first note, not even like the first song, like even the first like drum hit, and you're like, I know this song. You're
Yes.
like, wait, hold up, I know what that is. Even just like the first note. So I think
Yeah.
a lot of it is just like the second that you start hearing it,
Not the fridge, just outside.
the second that you start like hearing it, the rest of it kind of floods back into your
Brian-
memory and stuff.
Brian's stream is really good for that. The amount of times when I'm just like sitting and listening to Brian's stream, and I'll just type in chat, be like, "It's this song," and Brian will be like, "Wow, you got it right away." I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I did. I got it right away."
Some songs
actually really
I
bad.
have like that. Some I have to relearn, and some I don't. Like there's some I remember, like some of the first ones that I learned. I still remember how to play them. Like even though I don't like I don't really play them as often, I could still probably play the intro. What I don't remember is how to play like after the intro. That's typically where I get lost and have to like relearn.
There's a really cool website that that I think it was Minore introduced me to. It's called Bandle, which is
Okay, I thought
kinda
you were
fun.
gonna say Ultimate Guitar. I was gonna leave call and curse you out again. I was gonna get so fucking mad, Brian.
no. So do you guys want to try to play it real quick? I can show you guys what it is.
Wait,
Yeah,
play what?
sure.
What is it?
Yeah. So here's how this works. Here's a song. I'm gonna tell you what it is and stuff like that. And tell you when it was released, how many views it has on YouTube, how difficult it is to kind of guess this. So
let me
what
turn off
this
my
website
music.
does is it breaks it down into 6 bits, and you try to guess it after each one. So actually,
Yeah, I
I
know
won't be
what
able
you
to play
mean.
it without.
Do we need a visual representation for this?
I can screen share if you guys want me to.
Yeah, you want to throw it on Discord?
Oh yeah. I can just give you guys the daily bundle, and you guys can click through it together.
Okay.
Daily what?
Okay.
Let me
It's just called the
okay,
daily
okay.
bundle. Yeah.
So what do you click the
So
first one?
So this song was released in 2007. It has 179 million views on YouTube, and it's gonna be a little bit difficult to guess.
Wait one
Wait,
second. I
let
gotta
me-
throw it up
The
on my
first-
stream. I gotta throw it up on my stream.
Yeah, I have to switch scenes. Where is it? Oh,
My OBS
Why?
literally
There's
just
there's a
has
thingamabob.
my water node. That's it. I don't use OBS for literally anything else anymore except for click, stream, and go.
Let's go.
Alright. Every time
Uh,
I open up a Chrome, like on my stream, I always have to select, and I don't know why. Like, cause it shows something else.
Hmm.
Okay, there we go.
Apparently, I can't just scale this window. It hates me.
Uh,
I'm just gonna scale it.
Do we click it
manually.
at the same time?
Daily Vandal? I've already clicked it.
It probably
Oh.
doesn't really matter.
Oh, that's me. What is this?
Oh, the audio's not coming through my stream. Rhyme, this was a terrible idea.
Wait, let me see if it's coming through.
I can hear it from someone.
It's mine.
Yes.
Yeah. I can hear it from Leo's.
Released in 2007. I know I
Boba's
it
actually pretty
sounds
good at this one, so
familiar.
Boba might know. Boba, do you want to see if you can help us guess this song?
I have no idea, man.
2007.
2007.
You-
Is it
what-
saying like it's very hard to play?
It's hard to see,
This one's supposed to be harder to guess.
to guess. Yeah.
Oh. 179 million YouTube views.
Let's do the other thing.
Did you want
Oh my
to
god,
play
I'm
again?
not gonna be able to hear them.
Want me to play again?
There you go.
When do we guess? Because like
Okay, can you add the strings?
Well,
Yeah,
it
the strings
looks
okay.
I don't know this song
Boba-
and it's hurting my ears.
Boba's gonna skip into the next one.
if you don't
Skip.
recognize a song, press skip to hear more instruments.
we-
Where's the skip button?
Oh, I'm vibrating. I'm vibrating.
Did you?
Yay!
Wait, hang on.
I'm a vibrator.
I'm gonna watch.
Oh,
Vari
hey,
vibrate
Fluffles,
over
welcome in.
Press skip.
Good to see
hear
you.
more
Add guitar too.
instruments.
Fluffles over
I
here
can talk to
making
you.
me
Wait, hold on.
vibrate.
here. So, do we want to go to the next one then? Because I don't know what
Let me
this is.
Wait.
put them in my ears when I see.
So press 2 is what you're asking?
Put them in my ears.
Do we want to play drums and bass again, or do we want to skip to the number 2?
So
skip to
so
what
we're
you
at
said.
number 2 right now. Boba wants to skip to number 3.
Well, hang on. We haven't heard it yet.
Yeah.
Oh, now I can hear it through Leo's head.
Oh yeah, me too.
This is great. I don't have to have the thing up on my end.
Nope.
Let's go.
Enjoy your lyric, Fluffles. Thanks for coming by and hanging out. I really appreciate it.
I don't know what this is.
I mean, it has the same chord progression as
Yeah.
Despacito, but I know it's not. This is 2007.
It is not necessary.
No, I know. I'm saying it's not. I'm saying it sounds like.
Hi, Boba.
Anything, guys?
Hello, Barbie. Mwah.
Hi,
Mwah.
Boba.
We'll see.
All right. Do you want to skip to the next one?
Yes.
Are we doing 3?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do 3.
Okay.
What if this is like from some unknown band? Somebody's garage.
Sounds familiar. I don't remember
Okay. It doesn't tell you what genre it is.
I don't know
Really?
how old I was.
I genuinely do not have a clue, guys.
I don't either.
Yeah, same here.
But
Okay,
it does
next one.
seem to be a very popular
What's
song.
my tree?
Next one. Okay.
Okay, hit it.
That's what I'm saying. It sounds like Despacito, but I know it's not.
Wait, hit it.
It sounds really familiar.
I know this song, I just still can't remember the title.
It's
not-
like that has to be Despacito, right?
No,
That's what I'm saying. It sounds literally like
Add the backing
Despacito.
vocals. I know
But
it's gonna.
Despacito was released 10 years later.
Okay, hang on.
Well, maybe the
Okay.
Justin
No.
Bieber version of Despacito was.
Na, 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 na.
No, it was pretty. The guy that made Despacito was not. He was too busy taking care of his wife. In 2007.
He was too busy taking it Despacito.
I know.
Well, his
the
wife had
vocals.
cancer, so yeah.
Oh.
I know the vocals. I
Yeah,
can't pin the song.
Wait, I didn't hear the vocals.
Well,
You-
It was
I'm
it
going
was
for
it wasn't like the actual like lyrics being sung. It was just like the vocals were being sung through like Vocaloid kind of thing.
I'm gonna play it one more time.
You hit me with the vocals because I didn't hear anything.
It's number 4.
I think Leo will play it in a second.
Yep.
Oh my god, this song! I feel like I heard it somewhere.
I feel
Sounds
I
Damn.
can't.
familiar.
I feel like I know the vocals. I just can't pin down the song.
I don't know.
Find
You guys
out.
want to go next?
Oh, this is-
I know there was probably a Discord delay, but the portion of it saying my milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard was me and not part of the thing.
Vari,
letting
please.
I
do you
mean,
guys want to go next?
I know
It
that
sounds
it
like a
could have
country song,
fooled
yeah.
anyone, but yeah, it was me, not the actual song.
I got tricked. I thought it was.
I want to round down. It sounds like a very country song.
No, I don't think it is. I think it's just playing.
In the next highway.
Voice cover?
I think they bumped
Okay,
up the BPM.
All right, chat, you got to get in here and
Hey,
help
Amari,
us.
how's it going?
Chat, help us.
We're trying to figure
Alright,
out the
we'll go-
song
we'll
here
go to
just
the
based
next
on the instruments. I'm gonna play one more time for Amari since he's got here.
Voice cover in there? Or no?
That's it.
I know nothing about continent.
I got nothing.
I don't
Can you
either.
get a clue?
I don't know, man. You guys want to skip? Hey, bud.
Yeah.
All right.
This is the existence. What?
No,
not what I
I
thought it
still
was.
don't
What?
know.
Yeah, I still have nothing.
Same. Nope.
It sounds like Despacito, but
Yeah, that's what I'm
different
saying.
melody.
Really? We can try. Hang on.
Oh yeah, I don't know the song.
Okay, you think it's just? I don't think it's Despacito. It's
What song
I
was
know
it?
100%
But it has
for
the
sure
sa-
it's
like,
not because it's from
it's-
a different year.
But it has the same
I
bass.
don't even know who
right?
Amy
Like,
McDonald's is.
It has the same chord progression.
it's the same chord progression, and like you could sing Despacito over that without it.
Yeah.
Can you try a different one?
You want to do a different one?
Yeah, this like
Well, you
Does
wanna-
it tell you what
I
it
know
is?
nothing.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, it tells you. You skip.
Okay, let's
Because
skip.
I want to know.
All right.
It was Amy McDonald's. This is life.
I've never heard it.
This is life. Oh, I
Neither
don't
have
know.
I.
No.
This is existence. I have no
Neither
idea.
did I. Is this a new song?
Yeah, the first
No,
one
it's
sounds familiar
2007.
too. I don't get it.
No, I mean this one. The Brent's trying to play.
You just asked
This
if
is
it was a new
No.
No, I
Not even Amy
didn't.
Winehouse, yo.
I asked because Tian did a new song, but I still hear the other
All right.
country song for some
This one
reason.
should be easier. Do you want to try one more? This one says that it's easy, like a part 2.
I'm just gonna get the answer. Yeah.
Yeah, this is The Life
Um,
by Amy McDonald.
Nope.
All right.
Nope. How's it
Ain't
go?
nobody know who that is.
Okay. I'm
Amy
gonna play the other
McDonald
one.
knows.
Amy McDonald knows who Amy
Nobody
McDonald
knows.
is.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
If it's all right before you go on to the next one, I'm gonna rate out into one of you. I'm gonna rate out into.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
The only
Okay.
McDonald's I know is the one from the
But,
Yellow Arches.
I'm starting to get a little sleepy. This is a long stream for me.
No, no worries. I was thinking about ending soon too, but let's do one more song and then call it. Yeah.
Okay, I can hold off for
Okay,
one more, and
yeah.
then we can all rate out together.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm getting hungry because
Okay.
I haven't eaten yet.
I also haven't eaten.
Let's go drums.
So,
Beak bean.
This was released in 1986.
Okay.
1.3 billion views on YouTube.
Okay.
The Jillian?
The Jillian.
I think I know what song
I
it is.
think I know this song, but keep going.
Okay.
It's basically based off the year too. Are we supposed to say it out loud?
Yeah, if you want to say it out loud,
Or
I
is it
guess
we're
the first
not
person
gonna,
to
I
guess
think
it.
it's we're not gonna take it.
I thought
We're
it
not
was
gonna
Welcome
take
to
it?
the Jungle.
That's what I think too. Oh no. Oh, it's the song.
Wait,
I know
Oh.
the song.
wait.
Leave it here for a second.
No, I think it's a different one.
It keeps speeding up and slowing down.
Yeah.
Is that happening on purpose?
At the electric guitar.
All right, let's do.
Halfway there.
Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi.
Living on a Prayer.
Yeah, leave it on a prayer.
Yeah,
prayer.
Living on a
Ha.
Prayer.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just really bad at identifying songs. Like I can hear it, I can follow
Yeah,
the
I
rhythm.
sort of got it.
Yeah, we got it.
Prayer.
Nice. Yeah, we're gonna listen to the rest of it. And then,
It's like the what is the little like
the automaton.
yeah.
The automat or whatever. Yeah.
Wow,
Automaton,
Hudson
automaton.
has never sounded so good.
It's the KK slider.
Was it the clue that they have is existing on an invocation?
It's giving ooh, ee, ah, ah, ooh,
It's giving ooh,
Yeah.
ee, ah like a monkey.
ooh, ee, ah, ooh, ee, ah.
Well,
Alrighty, Z. Who are we rating into? It's your call. It's your stream.
Okay, I
There
have
you
a friend
I did my
that is
duty. Bye.
doing.
Thank you.
They're doing a. How do I say it? They're doing a stream relay with their partner. They're celebrating getting 600 followers, and I want to raid into them. They're called. Wait, let me put the name in the chat.
Heck yeah.
They go by Ash Axel. They actually did one of my emotes that's in. Wait, I have it in my thingy that it's just hidden at the moment.
Ash Axel sounds
but
familiar.
Yeah.
600 followers,
uh,
72 super stream, relax Foxathon.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Nice.
okay, what's our raid message?
So funny.
So it's gotta be what was it? Basically a basic raid. Eat picks or
Eat
Um,
pigs.
Chewing,
No, boy
pig
kissing.
chewing raid.
DG's doing the thing.
thigh raid.
Vari and the boy
Thyroid?
kissers.
Actually, you know,
DG's
we
Roading
could go with thyroid.
a
Thyroid?
bunch of pics.
Wait, no. What's the band name? What was the band name? Vari and the Boy Kisser.
Vari and the
no.
Boy Kissers.
Boy
Yeah.
kissers.
Vari the boy kisser.
Rated by Vari and the boy kissers.
Give it up for Vari and the Boy Kisser.
Yes, yes.
Oh my god, happy
Can
pride.
someone type that into chat so we can copy paste it?
Okay.
I probably could have done it too, huh? Instead of just expecting someone
Yeah,
else
it's
to do it.
Oh,
There we
okay.
go.
Throwing a bunch of pics from Vari and the Boy Kiss. I fucking love that.
I
All right,
fucking love
I'm
it.
starting the raid on my end.
All right, starting the
Okay.
band as well.
From
Is it-
me, thank you everybody for coming. It was lovely being here. Thank you Z for hosting me. Be good, be kind, respect pronouns, and just be good people. And that I'll
Yes.
send it off to you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead with the raid 2. And thank you everyone for joining.
Yeah, thanks for setting this up, man. It was a lot of fun talking about music.
This was fun.
It was a lot
Yeah.
of fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love the bits of chaos and also.
Okay, wait,
yeah.
wait. Hold up. Did you just raid Din?
Oh shit!
I raided
Oh
it
shit!
too.
Wait.
Digi, you have the worst timing. We're just about to raid out. Welcome in, Digi. We're gonna send you on to someone else. I'm sorry for raid trading, but
I think
thank you for the raid, Digi.
I think Digi's gonna get left behind because they weren't queued up.
I'm so sorry, Digi.
Cancel raid again.
Alrighty, one sec. Let me cancel raid. I'll start another raid. Thank you for the heads up on that one, Leo.
But also,
Digi, I hope that you had a good stream. Thank you for the raid. I'm sorry that it's right as we're raiding out, but our raid
Remember-
message is give it up for Vari and the Boy Kissers. And,
remember to stop by this Saturday.
Oh yeah, and there's the
Charity stream.
the thingy-majigger this Saturday.
Charity stream.
The fingers crossed it goes flawless.
Yep. Here's hoping. All right.
It'll be alright.
You-
It'll be good.
Sorry for that. Let's start the raid.
I actually I couldn't I already waited like the whole time so I couldn't do anything.
No worries.
No, it's all good.
I'm raiding out
My
right now.
bad. Here we go.
No, that's right. Raid now.
That was super